to the time when you slipped right into my life and made a deal with God I can't see. I can't envision myself without you, but I can't find the time to escape this mess I'm in. Why can't you leave my self-fiction? Why can't I get a break from this? I can't. And so I'll leave myself and my dreams dead, 'cause I'll never get it back. Why can't you lose as you should be? Why can't you love someone forever? Why can't you love someone around never come around this place anymore? Oh, I don't know. Your vision finds me again as I lose control of what I never had in my hands. It could be so much more believable if you would give me a piece of your mind. Why can't you leave my self-fiction? Why can't I get a break from this? I can't. And so I'll leave myself and my dreams dead, 'cause I'll never get it back. Why can't you love someone as you should be? Why can't you love someone forever? Why can't you love someone around never come around this place anymore? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. But what I do know is that this is the finale, ladies and gentlemen. The best of 99 is coming to an end. Summer is officially over. As far as the Closet Tetris world is concerned, I'd like to thank Dog Playing Tetris, also known as Michael Kahn, for the content, allowing us to use his hit single, Leave Someone, as the theme for the best of 99 all summer long. So thanks again to Michael Kahn. It's available on Spotify, YouTube, any of the other platforms that you like to stream your music. It's a great listen. Of course, he's also got his other hit, Disillusioned, which you can find available on all those platforms as well. Thanks again to the two-time world champion of Classic Tetris, Dog. Folks, it is going to be an outstanding night. This is it. It's the final battle, the final countdown. Best of 99, Season 4, Jeff versus Sharky. This has been one for the ages. It's been a memorable matchup that we've seen all summer long. We've been very much treated to all their stylings. And you're all going to get a treat here tonight, too, because not only is the King hosting this on the usual Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, but I'll have a Lifetime Achievement Award winner who's been doing the series with me pretty much the whole entire way. Call him the Iron Man of Classic Tetris. It's Chris Bidwell. We're going to be here hanging out, but even bigger treat for all of you. You know, King, got to bring out all the bells and the whistles. You got to bring the best in the business. And what more can I say than having two Lifetime Achievement Award winners come in to commentate this, as we're going to head on over to that scene so you can Figure out who it is. Clearly, no introduction needed, but should always be given. It is the best in the business, Mr. Boomtang, Chris Tang. Chris, thanks for joining us
And
tonight, man. This is
boom, Tetris for you. Yeah, it's an honor to be here. I've been following it, the whole way along. The Best of 99 series 2024 has been super exciting. Watching Jeff and Sharky go at it week after week. And let's end this with a boom and a bang and a bangerang, maybe. Hopefully not a hangerang. Really happy to be here. And let's have this epic lead up to the Jonas Cup coming next week.
absolutely, yeah. Next week's going to be a stellar weekend. It's going to be an emotional weekend. Bidwell and I have talked about that week in and week out, and certainly it'll be an emotional one for you. You've gotten to watch these two guys go at it toe to toe each and every single week, Tang, and basically, you've seen Jeff at his best. You've seen him maybe not at his best as well too. But I think overall, you have to say that he's pretty much ready to go against some of these young guns like Sharky. We know Dog and Andy and Fractal will be there. Blue Scooty's going to be there. I think he has a shot to make a good run. What do you think?
So what I've noticed is Jeff is evolving. Like I used to watch, when he first hit the scene and he was playing in that epic 2016 match versus Jonas, he would have this YOLO style. He would stack risky like you had never seen anyone before, and which is why he was so compelling to watch. And over the years, he's developed his style. He became more consistent, started topping out less. But I noticed recently he's been topping out more, taking even more risks, like back in the 2016 days. Except now he has the stacking and the moves and the strats to back it up. It's just that when he takes those risks, they sometimes end up in a top out. But if his versus Sharky in this series pays off, imagine what Jeff will be able to do if he doesn't top out and he survives those situations. He's able to leverage those new moves that he has at his disposal. We're going to see a Jeff unlike any other Boom Tetris for Jeff we've ever seen before, and I am looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I think well said right there. Bidwell, you've been with me the majority of the way. We've been able to watch Jeff progress, like Tang has mentioned. We've also seen Sharky pretty much put on a show every
Oh
friggin' week.
man.
When we get to the stats page, I mean, he's blowing everything out of the water. So we'll take a look at that. But overall, have you felt that maybe Sharky has grown too, just like Jeff has evolved?
I
Yes,
think so.
Sharky's
Oh
definitely,
no.
yeah. Oh, go ahead.
For sure.
I was
think
just going to
Sharky's
say
been
real
on a
quick that
mission.
Sharky is he is going for perfectionism embodied. Like you can tell whenever he just makes the slightest like mischief or anything, he's dwelling on that and making sure that he doesn't make that mistake the next time he has a chance to correct it. So I think that perfectionism is going to be super strong for Sharky going into Jonas Cup.
Yeah, well said. Bidwell, go ahead.
I'll just say Sharky's kind of been on a legend killer tour. I mean, he wanted to take out Alex and Green Tea and pretty much any of the old school DAS players. And out of respect, like he wants to be part of the scene and make it grow, and he's certainly done that. But his gameplay too, he just wants to be the best DAS player in the world. And next week is going to be his opportunity to prove that on the big stage. But this warm up over these past 11, 12 weeks has been amazing to watch. And he's not breaking records against Louis Scuey, who we all love, but he's doing it against probably the best of the old school players who still competes at a high enough level to qualify for these tournaments in Jeff Moore. So tremendous series, and we'll see that conclude tonight. And we're going to see these stats in a moment, and they're going to blow everybody else away too.
Yeah, most certainly. So we're going to kind of take a look at the history of the Best of 99 series and kind of see exactly where we've gone and where we're going as far as the series as a whole in general is looking like. So why don't we not delay? Let's go take a look at those online facts and the stats. So we look at the season to kick things off. Just Imagine that, Bidwell. This is back in 2021 when this brainchild of Louis Scuey was put together. He reached out to Ben Mullen as the story goes and said, "Hey Ben, we got to get ready for CTWC. It's going to be online again because we were during that pandemic era where we were online for the 2 years." And he's like, "We got to find a way to like train and stay on top of with these young guys, all these tappers, and obviously the invention of rolling was kind of it's an infancy stage at that point, wasn't really the forefront like it did a year later." And Ben, being a gun ho kind of guy, said, "Yeah, let's do it." And at first he thought, we're never gonna make it to 99. This is gonna end in like a week or two. No one's gonna care. And then Louis kind of, wanted that sprinkle of the king dust there, guys. He wanted the king to make them famous, and I certainly did. And that's kind of now been off and running, and we've been looking to make this bigger and better. So looking at season one stats, Ben was the victor, 63 wins to Louis 36, so a little bit of 2/3 going to Ben there in favor. Only one max out though, guys, back in this series, and it ended up being Louis. Louis got the max out early on, and the rest of the way couldn't do it, as we'll see with the rest of the numbers here later. Top out under 100K. So this was the rule that we've been instituted throughout the series, where players, if they can't meet that 100K threshold, then we're gonna just redo the game because they want to get as many reps as they can. They don't have those early top outs, man.
So King, what year was that?
This is back in 2021.
2021.
Yeah.
Wow, how the world has changed.
Oh, indeed, and you're going to see these numbers change as we go along. So as you can kind of just see that the gameplay probably not at the level what we're seeing today. Clearly, a lot of top outs. Louis, 36 false starts, as Bidwell has been affectionately calling them, to Ben's 10. Overall during that series, the lowest score scored by Louis at 106,000. Ben had 108,000. Highest score, Louis the max out with over 1,000,000 points, and Ben coming pretty close at 959, which was interesting that we'll see kind of that number arise again later in another season. And then something new. Basically, I was only tracking the stat of what they were getting for 500, 600Ks for the first few seasons, but then with Sharky playing this one and the amount of 800, 900K scores, I felt like let's take a look at this so you can kind of see the trajectory of where we're going to start going as we move along. So Louis, about 47 games, so a little bit under the 50% marker. Ben, right there, about 49%. So you could say about 50% of the time is getting to 500. And then, as you can see, as the score gets higher and higher, that number starts to dip down there to the point that only 2 games for Louis had 900K, and Ben only had 3 overall. So it kind of tells you that their score range was mainly happening like 500, 600, and you guys are familiar. We were doing mullening available there too, but it just seemed like the guys weren't taking advantage of that. And you can see at the bottom there, total score overall for the series, Louis had about 44.5 million to Ben's 47.7 million. So lot to digest there, guys. Tang, so you're kind of like first time you're seeing this. Anything that kind of shoots out at you at the moment?
Is there an early top out stat? Because I was wondering, like, you now have the stipulation where if you're over 100K, it's a legit match. Did that the rule exist back then? And how was consistency a factor back in those series?
Yeah, so you'll see at the third one there, it's a top out under 100K. That was the false starts that if they were getting less than that. So Louis had about 36 games where he had a false start versus 10 for Ben. So the consistency kind of tells you, again, Ben a little bit better, making sure he's getting past that threshold of 100K, and his consistency was right there. You could see the games of reaching 500K at least. He was getting half the time he was getting there. The other times, Louis kind of having some early top. We weren't really tracking anything under that kind of threshold if someone's topping up between
Right.
1 to 400K. But surely, Ben wasn't really taking advantage of that. He wasn't really mullening per se to kind of like pad the scores like you'll see with Sharky later on. But certainly, this is kind of like the infancy stage, kind of giving us a taste of things to come as we move on. We're going to take a look now at season 2 stats, which brings us to
one last thing I'll
yes,
throw in.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. The bottom, the total score, do a simple divide by 100, and the average is about 440,000 for Louis, which, considering all those early top outs, that is fairly consistent to get near that 500,000 point even in that early season.
Great point there, Bidwell. Yeah, no, that's a really great point. So you'll start to see where that increases as we move along. So we'll move on to the season 2, and here's Ben, the reigning defending champ. He's back again, but now he's got to face Jeff. And we used to make fun of Ben because he would just come in and he'd say, "I'm here for my weekly beating," because the very first week, as Bidwell remembers, Ben came out and he shocked the world. He swept Jeff 9-0. And it kind of left Jeff asking, like, should I really continue doing this? I don't know if I'm up to do another 90 games if I'm going to play like that. And he and I kind of had a little pep talk on the side, and I said, listen, man, it's a grind, but each week's a new week. You got to just come in with a fresh mind. And what ended up happening is he ended up running roughshod. He ended up winning, I believe, 9 out of the next 10 straight up from Ben to get to that win count. So you can see Ben with 34 wins versus Jeff's 65 wins. So at the time, Jeff all-time record holder as he beat Ben's 63 the previous season. Max outs went up. We had 1 the previous season. Jeff gets all the max outs. He had 4 overall. And then the false starts, Ben went from 10 to 15. So maybe a little bit of nerves or unsure. He's playing Jeff. It's a totally different caliber player than a Louis. No disrespect to Louis, but Jeff is quite an upgrade as an opponent. And Jeff here, single digits, Tang, 7 times he had a false start, getting less than 100K.
Wow.
So kind of shows you the consistency that he can reach 100K no problem each and every time. Lowest score, Ben had 118,000. Jeff 109,000 is the lowest top out. Highest score, Ben had a 929,000 point game, which he actually lost. for those that don't know, that was a losing score that he got. Jeff had like a 980 in that game that he lost, that Ben lost. So Jeff kind of feels a similar situation there, where Jeff's had a couple of max outs and lost Sharky on top of that. And then Jeff has a 1,085,000 score, which actually holds as of today as the highest score in a game played for the best of 99 series. No one has reached that mark. Sharky's gone pretty close a couple of times. Games over 500K, so here's that consistency factor that we're looking at. Ben got there about 46 times to Jeff's 51, and then as we move along, the numbers kind of fall down, but you see Jeff consistently getting up. There's about 38 at 600, 23 at 700, 15 games over 800, and 9 games over 900. And to be fair, the reflection of those numbers also kind of play in tribute that Jeff's not a Mulliner. He's not really a big Mulliner. So in games that, let's say, if Ben got to 700K and Jeff's already past him at that point, Jeff might have topped out. He might not have gone for the max out or whatnot, because that's just not his style. So that also can fudge the numbers a little bit.
Early on, you're not going to have people trying to break a record if there's no real record or bar to go up against. But now people are going to be hungry for it.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you'll see the one game that Ben had over 900 was that losing score of 929. And Jeff had 9 900K games over the 99 series. Total score combined for Ben ended up being 45 million, and which is actually less than he had the season before. He had 47 million, and Jeff at 52 million, 0.4. So certainly setting the bar, breaking the 50 million barrier, and as Bidwell alluded to, the average there is about 458 for Ben over that series, and for Jeff about 524, which kind of makes sense, right? When you look at his 500K 51 there that we're looking at. So Bidwell, we got to see this in person. Kind of saw the Jeff run roughshod. Anything that kind of points out to you here?
I mean, that's all 19 play, because a decent or a decent 18 is going to get you to about 500,000 points. So you see Ben about 50% of the time getting to that 500,000, and then everything else precipitously drops. But the more consistency in the 19 play is why Jeff's getting over 600 nearly more than a third of the time, and by 40% of the time. So that is clearly the difference between those players, is that 19 consistency, and that's what we're going to see in this season when we get to it.
Indeed. Yeah. Tang, anything there that kind of like, ooh, wow, that's an interesting stat?
Stats wise, it is good to see that the Ben was getting for 500K a lot of the time, but Jeff's 19 play, and you could kind of almost see like a like an encapsulation of the evolution of players in general. Like for for classic Tetris, is that players back in the old days, they'd be content to get over 500,000, but it was really
Mhm.
the between 500,000 and then getting max outs every single time that really showed how far we've come. And in the second season is almost like a mirror of that.
That 9 games over 900,000 is really impressive compared to season 1. I want to see how that progresses.
Yeah, most certainly. And fun fact here is that Jeff in 2021 had basically one of his worst qualifying attempts for CTWC since we were online back then. Jeff did not even make the bronze bracket. He was shunt out, did not get to play at CTWC that year. Here, this season 2 is back in 2022. Jeff, again, terrible first set, comes back, runs roughshod over Ben. This training montage gets him going. He comes back, and this is the year that he gets the record at the time for most max outs for a DAS qualifier. He had the 4 that year. So proof is in the pudding. That training worked out for Jeff and certainly put on a show at CTWC that year.
Yeah, and got to represent the old guard, in a field of young guns like that. That was a really big achievement, I feel.
Certainly. So now we'll move on to season 3, where we up the ante. As much as we love Ben Mullen, the icon of classic Tetris, he was no match for Jeff. So King made a phone call to someone down the road from Jeff and said, "Hey man, I think it's time. We got to play 99. Let's get you ready." We're bringing Alex Kerr, another Lifetime Achievement Award winner here. Outstanding player, one of the best. Let's take a look at season 3. No sweat for Jeff. He just comes back in and matches his record of 65 wins. Did it all over again. Alex gets the 34 to at least match Ben, so no bragging rights for Ben, at least, to say he got better than Alex. Maybe we should get them to do a best of 99. That'd be interesting to see that. Max outs here,
Yeah,
Jeff.
just like the old days.
Absolutely. Max outs here for Jeff. He gets 3, so 1 less than he had the year before. Alex, unfortunately, no max out, but there is a tail to that. We'll talk about that momentarily. Now, look at the top outs here, right? Jeff had 7 the season before. He's got 5 only for this one. If you can even believe that. He went 2 less in full starts, where here Alex actually matches Ben Mullen's threshold of 13. They both top out under 100K 13 times. Lowest score for Jeff was 129,000 to Alex's 108,000. Highest score for Jeff, only a max out with 14,000 on top, so a little bit less than what he did the previous season. Alex, 980 was his highest score, and I think Bidwell probably remembers that one. That was the game where he could have maxed out, and it would have been his first recorded max that he recalls, because he does not remember. Oh, actually, his first competitive max out. Apologies, not recorded max.
Right.
It was his first competitive max out that was on the docket. And as Bidwell remembers, hangarang, long bar can't get over, and he falls short of making the max out for us to see. But at least it was a winning score for him. That one he won. He didn't end up like Ben, where you get a 900, you lose. So, and then look at the consistency from our players here when we look at over 500, 600, and so on. So Jeff going up into the 60s now. Again, pretty much 60% of the time he's going to get 500K. So he's upping the ante from or equaling it from the previous season. Then 600Ks, he's got 46, so that's higher than what he had. He had about 38 the season before. And, Tang, this is probably alluded to, Alex is going to be a bit more superior player than Ben, and Alex has a way to make sure he survives in the 19. So it kind of tells you that Alex is forcing Jeff to play, the 19 speed, going further and further each level, and in certain cases having to go to kill screen to get those wins. So I think that's a very telling stat overall. You see Alex getting about 55, 36, 21 as we go on. Obviously, the numbers dip as we go into the higher. But as Bidwell kind of pointed out, 900K, Jeff had about 9, I think it was, in the previous year. Now he's got double digits here, 14 games over 900K. Gets him 57 million, so he surpasses his score of 52 million from the previous season versus Ben. Again, Alex really pushing him to stay on course, and having to play further gets Jeff more of a score. And then Alex at 4 900Ks, Alex a score 49.7 million here. So Tang, you can see, we bring in another player that has a bit higher consistency, and the numbers start shooting up again.
Yeah, you get more competitive. You have the players start pushing each other. Jeff like showing that evolution in numbers, getting more consistent, getting more over 900 Ks, and that's what you need. When you're gonna enter something like the Jonas Cup, you want to have that consistency. Try to max out every single time if you can, and get those numbers up. And it's good to see, with a higher level of competitive play in the best of 99, these DAS players are especially going to benefit from that repeated exercise in order to get to that level of skill.
At a 50,000 point increase in average is 2 Tetrises, so that efficiency is noticeably up from the previous season.
Absolutely. So yeah, caliber player is going to make Jeff hungrier, play harder, and push him to go further. So you can see the evolution continues. And now we bring in the season stats for this one. Bidwell, I know you've been waiting quite some time. You've been waiting to see what has Sharky done? What has Jeff done? How far have they pushed each other? Are we breaking records? Well, let's take a look. Hit the button too fast. There we go. So here's our season 4 stats. Obviously, the wins one-sided here. Sharky has surpassed our hero, the 2-time champion of the best of 99. 67 wins through 10 rounds. So remember, these stats are only through these 10 rounds. The stats will get padded even further, and I'll share that after the match is done. Probably the next day or two when I get that recorded. But 67 wins for Sharky, all-time record now to Jeff's 23. And mind you, 23 wins, you're like, man, Jeff is getting smashed here. The truth of the matter is when you look at these stats, that's not really the case. Jeff is very competitive in every single match for the most part against Sharky, pushing him further and further as well. So you can see top outs. Going into tonight, Bidwell, Jeff is down to 4, so he's going down every single season, right? It's crazy to see the consistency of that man, just making sure he gets over 100K each and every time. Sharky is actually with 6 early top outs under the 100K threshold. Max outs, you can see Jeff is tied for his season from the before, so he's looking to try to get one more at least to tie his all-time record. Sharky has obliterated the max out count. We're at 15 max outs here, Bidwell, through 90 games. I mean, that's astonishing to even think about.
I mean, if you take out Sharky's numbers, just look at Jeff's numbers, everything is up except for games over 900K. That's amazing with those 22 games over 800K. And then if you do that average divided by 90, that's a 600,000 point average. So another 50,000 point jump from last season. And yet Sharky is just next level, pushing a 700,000 point average. Look at all those games nearly 40%, over 40% of his games hitting 800K. And he's threatening to max out on a third of his games and getting that on 20% of his games. Just incredible numbers. We thought impossible for DAS. We thought tapping and then rolling was going to obliterate those old school numbers, but a DAS player has obliterated everything that we ever expected from previous to 2019. Just amazing, amazing.
It's insane to even think about here. As you look at Sharky's numbers, lowest score is a 151. His highest score is the 1,066,000 game. So just was short of matching just 1,085,000 back in season 2. And I know Sharky's really looking to get that 1.1, really just set the bar for next season to be even higher than can be fathomed. 76 games, gentlemen. Over 500K. Wow. Just think about that. 76 games out of the 90 we played. So that means 14 times he has not been able to get to 500. In certain cases, he's had, that kind of top out between 100 and 400K. And also there's been Jeff with his own top out and Sharky maybe not mullining in those regards. So, if he was going to pad them, they'd probably be even higher. And I'm sure that number is going to go up tonight as well. We got 9 more games, so he's going to be in the 80s when it's all said and done. 66 games over 600 there, Tang. That is just insane as we've watched the history of the other seasons to look at what he's brought to the table.
And just even in classic Tetris in general, like those are like back when Jonas was dominant, we couldn't even imagine that. We were just like, okay, they're lucky to hit 500, but then to be that consistent and then to watch the player base become that just this good with DAS, it's astonishing. And they're only it's 9/10 of the season, and the scores blow the final standings from every other year in, and you can really see see the players pushing each other, and there's still records to be made. Both players are still going to have a chance to get up on the board, maybe try to beat that, the 1,080,000 point record there, or some of the other records that were made previously in this last week.
Yeah, well, certainly, and I mean, Sharky's on the cusp. He's going to get over 70 million if he continues with this consistency of the numbers. He's put at 30 games over 900K. I mean, the highest we saw was 14 from Jeff versus Alex the season before. Sharky's more than doubled it, and he's probably going to look to even smash that even further tonight. He's already in the chat. He's giving his
striking distance away from a max out, and like a good kicker in a actual big tournament. So that's really, really good to be able to hit that and that high a percentage of game.
Absolutely. No, it's insane to even fathom any of that stuff. So congratulations to both our players here. They've done a wonderful job. They are smashing records, and as Mr. Tang has alluded, we're not even done yet. We got 9 more games tonight, folks. We're about to get started momentarily. I know you're all eager to see your heroes get their last reps in before we go to Jonas Cup. But before we get there, each and every week, I have someone come in and we talk about keys to victory, and we've had Ben on the show, we've had Alex on the show. They've given their thoughts on how players should go in and get it done. And of course, Bidwell is like the John Madden of the Classic Tetris world. Oh, we got to run here, we got to run there. It's amazing. But we have a living legend, the first ever Lifetime Achievement Award winner. I think the players here would certainly want to hear his thoughts to the keys to victory. And my friend, Mr. Chris Tang, go ahead and let us know what Jeff and Sharky need to do tonight.
So when you look at the numbers, it looks like Jeff's being dominated by Sharky, but that's not the whole story. Jeff, in a lot of games, puts Sharky on the ropes by going all out, hitting like a near perfect, and really forcing Sharky to play riskier than he usually has to. And in those games where Jeff has run away with it, it's been going all out, getting a lot of Tetrises early on, hitting like a 600K transition, and that's really worked well for him. So if Jeff can keep pulling that off, and maybe get out of the digs, get out of any risky situations while that's going on, that's a big key to victory there. So go all out, get those high scores early on, force Sharky to play riskier. Don't let Sharky take the easy way out. Force him to take the risks too, and that's another second key to victory there. And yeah, show us the booms. Those games that Jeff would just bang down those Tetrises every time a long bar came. That's what we needed to see from Jeff to take the wins, and the ones that he did. And if he can continue that, then he could end up having a good send off for the week, and going into Jonas Cup. So that's important. Now for Sharky, continue breaking those records. I mean, Sharky's just on the board all the time, just constantly pushing the limits. And to be the best DAS player of all time, you could see it. You could see the fire burning in Sharky's soul, just going for it, and to prove himself as one of the best DAS players in history. So continue doing that. Show us the 19 magic. So Jeff has had really strong 18s. Sharky has just been running away on 19. So continue those high scores on 19, because Tetrises are worth more the higher the level you are. And Sharky's been using that to his advantage, and to continue that is another big key to victory. And for Sharky, this is it. This is the final test before the Jonas Cup. Jonas Cup's really big, in order to make history, to be this legend, of commentary and DAS. This grind, this best of 99, has been great for both players, but especially Sharky leading up to this big event. He's smashed all these records and had such an amazing run here. Keep that momentum. Let's go. Let's see it. And use this as the final warm-up and the final momentum builder for the Jonas Cup coming up next week.
There you go. Keys to victory for our players tonight from the first ever Lifetime Achievement Award winner. Players, I would absolutely make sure you listen to this man if you want to get the victory lane for the final night.
All right. Yeah, I can't wait to see this. All right. Looks like we've got the players up. Jeff with the glasses, that's also been a key to victory. Definitely, we've had some amazing matches ever since.
All right. So it looks like Sharky there is live. We just had to fix that up. And players have the seed, so you know what to do. We're going to play the same piece sequence, so you guys know exactly what needs to be done. So we'll get that going. Man, I'm excited. It is game time. The final 9 about to take place. Folks, you are in for a treat. And certainly, I'm going to be on standby. I'm going to be watching along with you. But this is going to be the Chris show. You got Chris Tang and Chris Bidwell. They're going to take the call. They're going to give you all the hot action as they get set for Jonas Cup. This is kind of our prep, guys, right? We got to get our commentary, reps in before it's all said and done.
Yeah. We are actually training for Jonas Cup commentary here. So it's a good to get this last weekend, especially for me. I've been watching you guys do it, so you guys are warmed up. But I got to make sure that I'm up to snuff. Showcase these awesome players doing what they do best.
All right, so you can see Sharky is warming up on that floor 4 mode, which Bidwell's made sure it's very hard to say. It's like Shelly selling she sells. Floor 4. That is quite the tongue teaser. Jeffrey is ready to go. Sharky's getting the seed implemented, and we will get this one going. It is the final 9 games. Number 91 through 99 will be played throughout. We'll take a break during the 5th, after the 5th game, so players can get hydrated, rest their fingers. We'll talk about Jonas Cup throughout the night. We got a lot to discuss, man. We got a Jonas Cup preview special happening this Friday with Sharky and a number of different DAS players involved. They're going to showcase their talents as they get set. And I'm excited, gentlemen. This is going to be a night to remember. I got a feeling.
Yeah. Now let's see how this all pans out. Both players want to get that momentum going into Jonas Cup. This is the end of the grind, the end of the 99 games, and you want to end this on a high note, and this is their chance.
This is their chance indeed. Both players are ready to go. The Chris's will take the call. Mr. Tang, the honors are yours. Count them down for game number 91.
All right, let's count this down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
So waiting for that. Sharky with the early flex with those 3 million point boards on his leaderboard there. Yeah, I love it. And away we go with line square for Sharky and line square for Jeff, so we know they are playing with the same pieces. All red and white so far.
Yep.
Like a burn for Sharky. Little misflip there or misdrop. He's going to get this cleaned up, but
Both players Tetris ready. Where's that long bar?
safety triple for Jeff.
Triple off the top.
The very first piece of the long bar, we waited a good 30 pieces to finally get long bar number 2.
But the simul Tetris there, Jeff able to capitalize on the second one, and that's it. Sharky is going to have to wait on another one. So Jeff able to get one more Tetris from that sequence.
That's the little differences. I mean, that's with the high level play. It's like how you deal with not optimal piece sets, work around those issues.
Speaking of not optimal,
that's a Vitz minus 1 Tetramino. I don't know what you want to call that.
Nits.
But there's our first breaking of 100,000 points for Jeff Moore. So we're going to start that new streak tonight. Now he's going to play one off the bottom.
Gets that log bar very timely. Ooh, and he's going to play a one off the bottom, get another Tetris off that. Dirty for Jeff. Sharky knocking down another one too. Okay, Sharky able to capitalize off that one. Now he's in the lead.
166, 154 early on. Sharky creating that square-shaped hole in columns 7 and 8, or 8 and 9, excuse me. It fills it in.
Okay, Jeff having to take a triple off the top, waiting on that long bar. So yeah, Sharky was able to capitalize off a couple there where Jeff couldn't.
But if you got to burn, the triples are the way to burn. So he's going to take another one there.
Another one. Yep.
But that's
And
the
gets it
difference.
straight.
Sharky plays 18 like a lot of tappers and rollers do. He plays extra aggressive. He utilizes that quick tap to maximize every single point possible at the 18 speed.
Yeah, Sharky with the quick tap has been a major game changer. Like, I remember when we would see like Green Tea do it for the first few years, that was like a major factor. You know, he would like maybe hang a long bar and then use a quick tap right after to get out of it.
Oh,
but
that legendary
Sharky
one
will-
against Jonas now.
Yeah, quick tap after quick tap for Sharky. So it's like such an essential skill now, and be able to survive up higher where you wouldn't normally be able to with DAS.
There's even some hemming and hawing about the rules of the Jonas Cup. Would quick tapping be allowed? I believe it is. I think the limitations are going to be in the cartridge, but some people kind of thought that the spirit of DAS was that quick tapping shouldn't be allowed. But I think
If
that's
it's
part of the
still,
spirit of it's part of the spirit of the original game is to
Oh,
utilize
absolutely.
that extra input. You're not overwhelming the system with 30 hertz inputs.
Right.
334, 330.
Yeah, if you try to define what a DAS player is and what the elevation of that skill set is, you absolutely need those quick taps. Those are essential. And you know, like I said, as you're seeing, like, you know, when Green Tea was doing it, that was just like, okay, is that what you need to do to survive before, you know, the hyper tappers came along and before the rollers came along? So I still think that's definitely a valid and respected skill to be able to master.
Jeff briefly takes the lead. Sharky gets a nice left well transfer back to the right. A nice close game at 90 lines. Only 5,000 points separate the two.
Yeah, Jeff
where
with the board built up, waiting for log bars. Just the timing of the piece set having a factor in whether he's able to cash that in. He finally does there.
This feels like a low line game. King will probably have those numbers later on. But the players are still playing quite well despite that.
Yeah, I mean, I was just like counting how many triples Jeff was getting, and that's already been a higher than average number. Boom Tetris for Jeff, 456k in the lead.
But no press down points either player. Jeff with a 5-line disadvantage because he's been playing a little higher.
Mhm.
But, very, very close game here. Once Shark catches up in that pace area, scores are virtually identical. And
Yeah, both are playing real strong here early on. 500k for Jeff.
I mean, that's been the amazing part. It's hard. You try to bring out the positives of both players, and Jeff has. You saw with the stats. His stats are improved from last year for sure.
Yeah.
Sharky has just been a tornado, though, a Sharknado, if you will. 541 transition for Jeff Moore.
Yeah, Jeff like backed down another triple there. So many triples. I mean, I guess that would be interesting stat. Sharky starting to do the jolt there.
It says
But
36
hit
long bars of transition, so if you think that's roughly halfway through, that's only 70 long bars, which is a low number if this goes to completion.
Jeff picking up the
And-
pace now at 615.
A little dicey on the left, gets a burn there.
Okay,
Now he's back under control.
another triple, but not Tetris ready for that long bar. But okay, gets another one. Boom, Tetris for Jeff's 651. Sharky falling behind now. Bags down to Tetris 608. Jeff up by a couple of Tetrises.
The line's the least game. The triples are the efficient play to burn
Yeah.
down.
That could be the difference maker here.
It probably is.
Yeah. I mean, I might have to start booming the triples for Jeff here.
Boo triple.
Interesting move by Jeff.
7-12.
But yeah, he does get Tetris ready for that. This has got to be a monster score from Jeff if you keep this up.
Oh, is Jeff going dirty here? Jeff is going dirty if he gets the dang line.
With the pieces.
You just don't want to risk it at this high up the board at 19
Uh-oh.
speeds, and he's going to go into cleanup mode, and this is Sharky's
burn
opportunity to take the lead. See
Jeff
the
trying to
frustration
drive.
of Jeff. Up,
Oh,
playing
man.
flat. He's laughing at something. He's playing this great though, Chris Tang.
Yeah, he's getting it done.
Square,
Get the box.
perfect. Yes.
Interesting, he didn't flat burn there. Jeff could still get out of this.
Shark is taking the lead by 1,000 points, but Jeff is not out of this. Fantastic game one, Chris Tang.
Yeah, what survival skills by Jeff there. That would have taken out almost anyone.
Back to safety.
Gets that to the left. Oh, plays the risky. Doesn't take the triple there.
Nice. There it is. Boom.
Boom Tetris for Jeff. Back in the lead. 780, 775. Neck and neck.
Oh,
back and forth we go.
15 line disadvantage for Jeff Moore, though, so he's got to play this efficiently all the way to the end.
Ooh. Yeah. Boom. Triple for Jeff. There's a neck alert there.
I have yet to see Sharky make a mistake at level 19 speeds.
Oh, yeah. Sharky's just been playing out of his mind post 19 here.
That's been the story of this entire series, has been Sharky's 19 play. You saw it pan out in all those 900,000 point scores.
Oh,
Jeff can't get that to the left. This could be it. That's the. Oh, he can't get it over.
And yeah, Sharky's going to take that one. 908. Potential to max out here. Boom Tetris for Sharky. 941.
Not even on 928 yet. Needs 3 Tetrises. Or 2, I should say, at a 30,000 plus here.
Okay, there's one. Boom Tetris for
More.
Sharky. 977. Next one will. Not sure the exact math by the time we get there. Here's a Tetris. And max out for Sharky.
Sharky's looking for that 1.1. If he can get 2 more, it's be super. Well, he might need something past this, but he's pushing for it.
Okay.
Maybe set up a triple here and then a Tetris in. Okay, that's what he's gonna do. There's 30,000 more points.
No
he's
lines
covered
to
up.
give.
So now he's gonna
real
set up
creative
30.
with the board.
Okay.
I think that double going in. A61. So not quite the 1.80 thousand, but very close to it.
And,
great game though.
A great game, and the competitor in Sharky, he is mad he did not get that last Tetris.
Yeah.
That's the fire.
He did set up the triple, wanting that Tetris in the end. So he was aware, wanting to get that record. That's the fire of the Shark right there.
I mean, he would have been super close. He would have 36,000 more points, so he would have been just under B. But look at that! Look at his eyes. He's like, I could have done it. I had it. But that fire is going to take him far next weekend.
But yeah, strong game by Jeff starting out too. So this could be a banger.
And not even a great seed. The lines count.
Yeah,
definitely on the low side heading into transition.
How many triples Jeff got that game?
Yeah.
It was just like triple after triple. If those were Tetrises, Jeff would have been up there too with Sharky in the max out.
Yeah, according to Jeff's screen on his stream, he had 66 long bars at the time of top out on 27. So think about that. Sharky said he maxed out on 65 bars. So if you can maybe have gotten 10 more bars, I think that could have been a lot closer and maybe more thrilling with the max outs on the dock. And certainly Sharky looking for that 1.1. So great first game from both players. Excellent job. Seed is in there for you. Gentlemen, we are incrementing the first 2 numbers, so that'll take you to F7 will be the seed. So players, go ahead. F7 will be the new seed for you.
Sharky mentions in chat that might be his PB for lowest number of bars for a max.
Wow.
So, how long's Sharky been playing this game? How many times he has over 1,000 maxes?
Yeah.
Summer. So that's quite the accomplishment and a good finale. Number 15, King, for the season.
That gets us to number 6. Well, he's got 15 on the
16.
season, right? So 16 now. Yes, you just got the max there. So that is number 16.
So here we go. They've got 2 readies.
All right, we'll count them down then, and let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Tris.
So Chris Tang has been around for the entire run of CTWC since 2010. And I remember in the old days when we counted down, we used to say 3, 2, 1, go. Do you have any insight on when we changed that over to Tetris? Was that you, or was that a CTM invention? I don't really remember how that evolved. It just kind of happened. We just started saying Tetris instead, which is way better.
Jonas and Heather doing it, so it just seemed like the thing to do. And my joke about this is that I started doing it when I realized I was a Tetris commentator and not a Go commentator.
Which is ironically how Hank Rogers got in the door at Nintendo.
That's right.
Uh,
There is synergy between the game of Go and the game of Tetris for sure. I mean, I also talk about I want there to be a Tetris anime, and it's because there's even though I don't play Go, I would watch an anime, Hikaru no Go, and it would be like a real life, or not a real life, but an anime that reminds me of like a real life Tetris competition, in a sense. Ooh, Jeff playing up high.
yeah. Not getting the Tetris is up here. This is in danger of not getting to 100,000 points.
Yeah, so yeah, Jeff could be setting the record here for least number of throwaway games.
He's at 4 currently, and Sharky's at 5, if I remember. So very good percentages for both players. 99,000 for Jeff, so one more single should do it for him.
Yep, so maintaining that record there. No early bail. What's the
Sharky
official...
maybe going dirty here? No. Still waiting for that last 3,000. That's triple should do it. Yes, it is 103,000. So we're official in game 2. What are you asking? What was the record for?
I'm trying to remember what that was.
I get into it too, and then I forget what I was about to ask.
Yeah. No, I was wondering what Sharky solve was going to be there, and yeah, now they're neck and neck. So,
Unlike difference though. Jeff playing a little higher on the board and burning through his lines faster.
Yeah, that beginning segment. Yeah, Jeff in trouble early on, burned a lot more lines.
Something else we haven't seen a lot of this season is Jeff Moore putting on the glasses with a little more thoughtful, nerdy mode, I guess. A little less aggressive. Not pressing down like he used to early in the season. Clark Kent mode.
That's an interesting observation. But yeah, Jeff's play style, evolving even during the course of this series has been very interesting. But career evolution, I just love seeing a player that's been playing this long, continuing to grow, continuing to evolve. Even starting out as strong as Jeff did, when he hit the scene, 2015, 2016, all has been strong. But even just continuing even now, you just love to see it, and I really hope he keeps sticking with it, because like I said, if you see the aggression of 2016 Jeff combined with the moves he can do now, the skilled tucks and the quick taps, he's starting to incorporate a lot more of, maybe not to the level of Sharky, but really it takes this kind of matchup and a player like Sharky to push Jeff to do that more and more. We could see like a new level of DAS play from a player that's been playing as long as Jeff has.
338, 315, 316. But again, Jeff is way ahead in lines by 15 lines now. So scores are very close, despite the 50,000 point difference. Although that's a formation that not even our best rollers can get under that that floating formation.
No.
So Sharky,
that's gonna require some repair. Sharky's getting it down though.
Further behind.
Yeah.
That line's gonna help alleviate that.
Nice flat burn. Yep, he's gonna open it right back up with that. Turn that into a roof. Good job.
So no danger.
That was...
It's never a danger of topping out. It's how efficient can you get out of that? Can you get out with a triple? Can you get out of that without putting more trash on top and requiring even more burns? That's the difference with our top level players nowadays.
Yeah, and Sharky there demonstrating just how efficient you can be in cleaning up a mess. Interesting stacking there from Sharky. He's looking for some combinations.
Jeff with the lead, still playing aggressive, playing 2/3 the way up the board at level 18.
So yeah, that key to victory, him just playing a really clean 18 if possible. I mean, he did start it off clean, but ever since then, he's been playing pretty strong. He's probably going to be able to get transition at about 500k, which is where you want to be. Oh, is he in? Nah, he missed the spin.
Yep. 20th of a second at a level 18 speed. So even as you and I can attest to in our old age, getting those perfect timings down, you kind of start to lose that the more you age. 514 transition, Jeff Moore. Sharky playing way up the board. Still a long way to go before transition. But he's looking good right now.
Yeah, I'm not seeing too much of a disparity in lines like this severe. But yeah, that's a lot. That's like 21 line difference.
Sharky with some press down points, so Jeff Moore looking great, made the transition cleanly.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting game because just where they are in the piece set and the levels is so different.
Jeff, can he get it over? Can he get it over? I missed the
board. Is not in great shape. He's going to need some good pieces to survive
left.
this.
Oh
man.
He's going to give that up. He is going to give that up. Sharky needs a 607.
Yes. Very doable chase down here. And he's in great shape board-wise, so just needs to play this out.
We've seen crazier things happen in this series and in Tetris in general. So he needs about a Tetris at this point. He's set up for it.
Wow, hyper jolting that to the left there just because.
He's so much fun to watch, Chris.
Right. Yeah, that's I mean, you might not necessarily need to stack like that, but if Sharky can do it, I mean, every piece placement is an opportunity to showcase the quick tap skill. Look at that.
Still needs to get to 607, and this is getting a little dicey. Now he's line dependent. Gets the triple, 605. 607. Woo, that got a little hairy there at the end. He does pull out the win. Is he going to mullen this out to try to get two maxes in a row here?
There's still records to be made.
And this is the night to mullen out. Why the hell not?
Right. Yeah, make whoever has to play best of 99 next have a harder time trying to hit records.
I mean, I don't know who we've kind of hinted at who King has cooking next year, but whoever it is, they got a tall task to beat this season for sure. 687, so 30 lines to go. Even if you Tetris this out completely, with that triple he is not going to do. But this is about pride. This is about getting tournament ready.
Yeah. Making every game count. And yeah, there's still stats. I mean, we were going over those now. They'll be gone over in the future. Future generations of best of 99 competitors will,
he was
look at this series.
He was pushing 40% at 900K games, was it, or 30? It was an astonishing number. Although two more Tetrises here will push him over 800K.
Still a good stat to have, over 800K.
But
if it can be done.
That's gonna fall out apart.
700K. Yeah.
That's when you go YOLO is at level 28, and that's what he did. It didn't pay off. 758 though. Shark does go up 2-0.
So well done to both players. Good game number 2 there. Jeff kind of giving us a little bit of a run, but unfortunately complications on level 21 and a little bit of early shift, and that was the end for him. Sharky kind of giving you the way of the series, where he just grinds it out and just continues to impress the world. So well done by him. For players, I'm gonna do a quick refresh for you viewers out there. You're gonna hear no audio for the moment. Just gonna make sure we get everybody all set up properly, as I know there was a bit of a stream delay and lag. So we'll let to refresh, and hopefully that'll fix that. So just give me a moment. All right, so it looks like we should be back. We should be ready to go. Players have the readies on, and hopefully that'll alleviate any of the delays. So I will allow Mr. Chris Bidwell. Game number 3 is yours, my friend.
All right, 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Tris.
Yeah, my dream come true. But as we were saying, Jeff was from season 2 to 3 to 4. He increased his average by 50,000 points both seasons, and this season he is threatening around that 600,000 point average. And both games so far have passed that. So that's one of the things I'm looking for tonight, is that consistency to get to level to the transition. And the 600,000 point threshold is a good proximity for that stat. Marva thinking I was going to say 3, 2, 1 pills, but that is the other. That is the other game
coming up next week, right? So yeah, a lot of
Jeff going left well here. Okay, he's going to cover that up.
gets the pieces. There you go.
It's a
Sharky.
tremendous triple from Sharky to avoid that dependency.
Jeff maintaining the left well. Sharky with the Tetris, and boom, Tetris for Jeff. Okay, let's see what Jeff does here. He's going to keep that left well for a little while longer. Oh,
He's keeping it,
interesting.
Chris. Oh boy.
Yeah, and even after he digs off the top here, he's got a left well to deal with. Okay.
I mean, it's pretty good looking. Okay. It has 100,000 points though.
That's some dependency. Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, Shark struggled a little bit too, but he's now back into scoring mode. 148, 105. Jeff is 1 Mino short of a dirty Tetris, and he's going to get it.
Dirty.
Nicely done.
Wow. That's a YOLO kind
Yes.
of move.
Yes,
Oh.
yes. Look at him go. I got to say that it doesn't feel good to have your butt kicked like this in anything, even if you're a good sport like Jeff. So big props to him for not only doing this, being a little overmatched, but he has improved since last season, and he's having fun still. You see those moments like that where he's like, hell yeah, let's go. $42, 178.
Boom, Tetris for Jeff. 202. Sharky in the lead.
Yeah.
Sharky with that thumbs up. Nice
Another
skip.
triple. The double triple. That's got to be some combo at In-N-Out Burger.
Back-to-back triple. Yeah.
239.
Now I want a burger.
Yeah, I know.
It's with 3 patties. I have some in the freezer. I guess I could make a triple burger if I wanted.
We have to hit up Burgerville next week.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Tradition.
Sharky with the timing of the spins down just perfectly.
Yeah, it's playing up so high just all the time.
He's got to do that to stay pace, Chris.
Yeah, that's been a factor. Another triple off the top.
Sharky can triple too, apparently.
Jeff's just so risky, like covering the well, like daring the game. You're gonna give me a long bar when I don't need it, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. I have a theory though, when players set up VITs or set up weird dependencies, that the best players seem to create their own RNG. I know it's a BS statement. It's obviously not true, but it just feels that way, that they just get the line to actually show up when they want it to show up.
Yeah, it could be an illusion, but it could also be, like I always said, like the best players will try to create a stack that accommodates everything if possible. And if you're daring the game to not give you the long bar or to give you the long bar, then you'll try to create a situation where even if it goes wrong, you'll find a way to make it go right.
So Jeff behind 414, 444. Jeff's also ahead 10 lines. Ooh, a little early ship. He's going to fix that with the next two pieces. Ooh, covered up as well right before the long bar.
Nice skim, though. Look at that.
Oh,
yeah, all according to plan. Boom Tetris for Sharky. About to hit 500K.
And this seemed a little slow keyword here for Jeff Moore, but he gets two more Tetrises. And
Transition's coming. He's going to want to get in better shape than that.
Yep.
Okay. He could Tetris into it if he gives him the long bar. It does. Boom Tetris for Jeff. Into transition. 491. So trailing behind Sharky by quite a bit. Sharky still has some lines to give before the transition here. Can bang down another Tetris.
Makes the line dependency, shaking his head, Jeff Moore. As soon as he had to make that adjustment, he knew that was the wrong move. He's in cleanup mode right now.
Okay. Gets what he needs to dig back down. Looking a little jagged.
Sharky 1 Mino short, setting up pieces, keeping his board health rather than going into scoring position. Had to waste 3 lines in the process. You gotta hate that.
Yeah,
I mean,
he is really ahead in pace though. So
right. So knowing he has the lead, the board health is more important. Exactly. And Tetris for Jeff back into it. 564, 649. Sharky ahead by 100,000.
Yeah, I do think that stylistic difference has made a big difference. Jeff just really taking those big risks like all the time and getting into trouble a lot because of it. But it has helped in some games, but in others it hasn't. It's led to top outs. So we'll see if he can make the adjustment to be able to either survive those or to take the risks in such a way that it doesn't impact the outcome going into Jonas Cup.
But 600,000 points in 2019 in the old DAS days. This would have been a tremendous 3-game series. So that's the level of improvement even among our DAS players in those 5 years. Nicely done, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff just amazing control, being able to get those pieces to go there with DAS.
Shark in a little bit of a cleanup here, so Jeff can bring some... Ooh, he's going to get the Tetris, but he's going to lose the next one. But 720, 768, so 2 Tetris difference, although there's a 10-line difference.
Yeah, Jeff's already closing in on the kill screen here. Sharky's got a lot of runway here and has been playing super clean.
But, as we say that, this board's starting to get a little out of control.
Yeah, starting to get some holes there.
Chris Tang is the curse this time for a change. Oh, ooh, nice spin, but it's falling apart for Jeff Moore.
Yeah, left side's going to be a problem.
Can't get it over. That's going to do it.
And yeah, Sharky's gonna run away with this one. In striking distance of a max if he plays it out strong here.
So GG's to the Shark. He'll get his third victory as he's in agreement with you, Boomtang, that he's on his way to get that max out.
One for it.
And with that third victory for Shark, he has now gotten to 70 wins on the series with 6 more left to go.
96 Bulls territory.
Okay. He's gonna need maybe a little bit more than what's left. But
Just a 950.
Well done.
But yeah.
First third of the night, gentlemen, has come to an end. Sharky gonna start out 3-0, giving you those impressive game play that he does so well. Jeffrey, not too shabby himself. The survivability here you guys have seen from Jeff has been remarkable, and I think that's gonna play a big factor when we look at Jonas Cup next week. Digging through those tough moments. Anything is possible. We're going to be best of 5s all the way in that tournament. So forget about what you know. Best of 3s back in the day. Best of 5s. You lose the first 2. Maybe you make the comeback. But we're doing a best of 9 here. Well, sort of. We're doing a 9-set game. And Jeff maybe can turn things around. He'll look to try to maybe get the bookend. He won the first night all the way back at the beginning of the summer. Maybe he can get the win here. But a tough road if Sharky's going to play this way.
And yeah, I think both players here are going to have some good momentum. I mean, if you look at Jeff's games, he's been getting, 600, 7,000, 800,000 consistently. And it's just a matter of having to push himself and then get into those bad situations and top out. That's allowed Sharky to run away with this. But it's still momentum when you can play that consistently and still perform. That's going to be key going into a big tournament next week.
Okay, we got ready from Jeff. All is in the air, gentlemen. We're going to head to Portland soon.
Yeah, I already started packing.
It's going to be hopefully nice weather compared to this horrible summer we've had here.
Dude, I'm in Arizona. We had 113 days of 100-degree weather, and it just let up as of yesterday. Was the first day under 100.
I am looking forward to wearing a sweatshirt. We got 2 readies here.
Right.
Let's who's counting it down this time?
Down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Tris.
Proper number is 5. Chris's. With the echoes, 5 of those.
Oh, I don't know. I don't keep count. It just
okay. Whatever
I feel like it.
Yep.
I'll have to send you somewhere in my mom's footage of the NWC. It had this Terry Lee Torok and then the guy on the soundboard doing it, which is kind of how
that's where it came from.
Yeah,
I remember that now.
NWC, but Torok didn't do it with his voice. He did it with it was the DJ that would artificially do it. Well, depending on how you perceive what's artificial and what isn't, but yeah.
So early 90s video editing trend, especially in MTV and youth culture stuff, was the removal of every other frame or whatever that freeze frame vision was. I don't know what you call that exactly. Maybe we need a cam for that at one of our events. Just
artificial low frame rate or whatever.
Yeah,
you just drop it down to 5 frames per second.
Right, but it was cool back then. But now you just think it's like a bad Zoom call. But I would appreciate that at least.
Mm-hmm. And they also
really aggressive.
Oh yeah,
way high up there. And Sharky, a little bit of an issue. But he can handle this. He can play 18 at DAS like I play level 9.
Yeah, that really has made the difference. Sharky be able to play up high, and I mean, he showcases like those quick taps. Like even when he doesn't need to do them, he'll do them just to get the maneuverability, and kind of like almost like play like a hyper tapper up high. And it takes a certain level of confidence to be able to do. Oh,
That's up to Tetris.
yeah, interesting.
He's still waiting to break 100,000 here, Tang.
Yeah,
So looks like he's going to play one off the bottom. 1 Mino short at the moment. And there we are official on both sides. We are 4 for 4.
okay, Jeff, a little long bar dependent, takes the triple off top. Nice skim there. But yeah,
So what's
still
the play
double
here
long-
with line dependent? So it looks like he is going to fill it in here. Could be an issue.
Starting with a flat bottom.
So 2 sloppy games going on.
Yeah,
We've been
Pull
kind
up
of
every
spoiled
board.
with everything hitting, transition, everything going to 29.
I might need some Swiss cheese on that burger.
And you're right, I am hungry now. 175, 141. Jeff in the lead in a clean board. Sharky has got a couple of issues. So he's going to fall further behind in this sequence. I'd love to see Jeff get on the board a couple more times.
Yeah, absolutely. This is you want to come out of this. I mean, whether you win or lose, you want to come out of this series coming. You want to be as strong as possible. You know, like at least get to kill screen or at least get a max out.
Sharky did not like that. So, fantastic solve. Oh, I thought he was going to go dirty for a second too, Chris.
It might get dirty.
1 Mino short.
Okay.
But that's
I know
the
what
smart
Jeff would
play.
have done there.
Yeah. Jeff's also in some trouble. That's not burnable. He's going to be line dependent, fills it in.
LJ, okay.
So aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, then I saw a couple of openings for the YOLO Jeff there to turn that into a Tetris, but he gets the triple out of it.
He's
But
still
hey,
ahead 302, but this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
not what we've been seeing early on, and Sharky's getting mad. He's back into it now. 240 in a clean board. Jeff
Clean
Moore got a
board.
clean board.
But yeah, both players just dealing with a lot of issues with their boards. So, but you know, it's still good training. This is still what you want to see going in. You get into trouble if you could survive it. That's something you got to do.
LJN dependencies here. Sharky gets the Tetris, but now is very dependent.
Nice skim there, though. Makes the best of what was given. Tux making a roof there.
Very good solve.
Oh yeah, look
2
at that.
lines. Nice. So good.
All according to plan.
He's coming back.
Yeah,
357,
Yeah.
313.
Jeff's still like waiting on a long bar, having to build up so high.
Oh, he's playing
Hot
so
take.
aggressive, Chris. Get it over. He got it. Oh,
Just daring the game there. Ah, he covered
don't let the
well.
glasses fool you.
He gets the box. Perfect skim. Clean again. Left side, he fills that in with a hole.
He's wanting that line piece. He's not getting it.
Yeah, it's sad though because he covered it up.
Transition.
like-
Oh, that's pretty high up. He gets it over just in time, but that was worrisome. Sharky, can he get this left? He can. Oh, 423 transition. Well, it's a little less than that because he's at level 20 now. Sharky about the transition. He's going to be sub 400,000. So very sloppy game, but you got to love the fight in this. When somebody in
Yeah.
chat said it's the slugfest, and I like the slugfest as long as they're close.
Yeah, and I mean this is still, you know, with the strength of Sharky on 19, this is still within reach.
The
But Jeff
line.
has to keep
can't-
playing and survive. Maybe now's not the time to be YOLO, Jeff.
5, 6, 7 lines for Sharky can only score off one of them. That's, real heartbreaking. Jeff setting up. Nope, that won't be a dirty Tetris.
Starting to get a little dicey. Okay. Gets stuff he needed to burn.
Sharky on the comeback trail, 521, 467, but a 2-line differential, or 2 level of differential. $525. But 1 Tetris difference now. Sharky has come most of the way back. And with that pace difference, he has the theoretical lead.
Mm-hmm.
That's the tuck from Jeff Moore.
Ooh, nice tuck for Jeff there. Yeah, this game's just been brutal for Jeff. He's just been hanging by the skin of his teeth, surviving. Log bars coming just in time. And yeah, Sharky's starting to come back here.
Yep.
Head and pace.
But we are halfway through the level 20s. This could have been a top out at a lot of places in this match. Both players fighting and fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, missed shift.
There.
Jeff Moore needs a line. Gets it.
Bar.
Taking it over.
Lost Das must be.
Oh, no. And Sharky is good in game 4. Oh, I hate to see it, Chris.
Yeah, just a couple of missed Tetrises there by Jeff really taking that one away. I mean, both players had to deal with so much trouble there. It was anybody's game up until the very end.
When your suffer game is a 583 at level 25, that's the caliber of the player we have in this series.
Even now, look at Sharky's board, just having to deal with. Yeah, that's not going to be survivable, and Sharky's going to top out 610. So yeah, definitely for both players, the struggle session right at our halfway point, pretty much.
Yeah, we got one more game before the break.
So a bit of a struggle bus for our heroes there. That one was a tough one, but as you guys have mentioned throughout the broadcast, you gotta grind through them, right? They gotta take this as if you're right there in the tournament. You gotta try to fight tooth and nail, never give up, don't throw a game away, and that's what these guys are training for. That's what they're doing. One thing of note here, fellas, is that with Jeff, watching him dig that out, it's tremendous. It's just so good to see him do that, and we all ooh and ah. But I also feel like he is still missing that part of his repertoire. Bidwell, you and I have talked about that in previous sessions. That S flat is a move that he continues to not utilize. I think it's something that he, between now and when we get to Portland, I think he's got to probably study up on a little bit of that game take, because there were situations where he's got that S coming and he moves it to the right and it's blocking as well, when like a T or a Z piece will come right after that can, if he sets it up, it burns him the well back open and allows him to then wait for that bar to come up, maybe build a little bit on the left if necessary. So I think if Jeff's going to go back, he'll study the game tip, he'll start seeing where those situations are, and if he can really get that S flat down, I think, as you mentioned, Tang, the evolution of Jeff will just continue to rise, and I think he's going to get some big scores if he does it.
Yeah. The evolution is continuing, and like I said, I've seen Jeff's moveset just really expand, especially kind of like in the middle games of this series. I was seeing stuff that I hadn't seen him do before. And in addition, the more use of the quick tap. I mean, Sharky's really running away with quick taps here. Like almost every game has been a showcase of quick tapping for Sharky, and Jeff's starting to incorporate that too. So these players really pushing each other to not just score, but to use the moveset and what is possible in DAS to be able to survive situations and score and keep the board in a more survivable state. I think that's the next level of DAS, is being able to set up situations like the tappers and the rollers to play a better board.
Most certainly. Sharky a little disagreeing there about the S5 wouldn't have solved anything in that game there, but trust me, man, go back and watch Jeff. Jeff had opportunities there that would certainly have maybe gotten him a couple extra scores in, and maybe the course of the game would have changed. But players are ready to go. Mr. Bidwell, count them down before we head to halftime.
Game number 5 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. It's a game number 95.
Yeah, we're closing in on the end here. The end is near.
This has just been a treat this whole summer, King, and thanks again for inviting me on board and also being here with the legend, Mr. Chris Tang, your Sega, and still defending Sega World Champion. They never held another one, so you're
Yeah,
still a champion. You're
I
beating.
don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're in a position to do that ever again. Unfortunately.
Nope.
Well, certainly that's a title you'll hold
fixed-
all your own there.
Ooh, Jeff Moore.
Sharky hasn't started yet, but I guess we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, it's
Great
probably
solve
just
from Jeff.
It's probably a stream delay for him, so we'll get that fixed in the
Okay, there we go.
the halftime.
Yeah, Jeff having to struggle a little bit early on. See him digging out. Or
So-
it could be
Oh, Jeff. Yep, this could probably be a
Game.
false start. Urgh. Well, Chris, you mentioned that's a strat for these players, but look, this is the heart of a
Jeff's
champion.
not using it as a
No,
strat.
he is not. He is going
He's
to
going
fight.
for the record of like
He-
least throwaways.
Yes. Oh, I love it. Ah,
Well, I guess
Under
that late
penalty.
part is gonna get thrown out anyway. So, but that's Jeff's record of throwaway games is gonna be hard to beat as it is. So I think that's probably fine.
was number 5 for the season.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes, yeah, that's five for Jeff now, correct. Give the Shark a little refresh. I think there's just a little stream delay going on there, so when he comes back, we'll let him know.
Ben's mentioning that he thought he was going to get out of that. So did we. We were all rooting for him.
Yeah.
And Larva.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, having that stat for Jeff is a huge win. You know, least number of throwaway games. So there's honor in that, and there's something other people will probably try to shoot for and not be able to achieve.
Right? So we will move up our seeds one more and do Mark II.
All right.
Both players are ready. With the countdown, this time Chris Tang.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Tris. I was trying to sync up with the bot there, but
Reed trying to hint to Jeff, start out early before the stream and get those piece advantages. Boom Tetris for Jeff Moore to start off. And I missed the sequence early on. I'm just going to assume that they're even, the same sequence. Although, I'm questioning. Oh, that's right. Jeff had the early Tetris. I was wondering where the red pieces were on Shark's board.
Yep, seeds are good.
yeah, colors are matching up.
Well, and a much better start for both players on this one.
Yeah. I mean, after that last game, it must be nice to get the boards back under control and
That
not
first season, man, with Louis Scooey getting nearly 30, nearly a third of his games popping up before 100,000. So we've come a long way. We love Louis Scooey, but accept greatness in these two for sure.
Mhm.
And we are Tetris and change away from Sharky passing that
Yeah.
threshold.
Sharky Tetris ready. There it is. Boom Tetris for Sharky. We are legal. Boom Tetris for Jeff. 200K early on. But yeah, there's the stream delay causing Sharky to be 10 or more lines behind here.
But a pretty even match game then.
Yeah, they're still on pace with each other.
Maybe that false start will get both these players a little reset.
Yeah,
Final Tetra.
yeah. You can see it. Like, they're playing clean, no big digs. That's what you want to see.
.275, 188. Jeff ahead, but he's also ahead 15 lines.
But yeah, more of a stream delay thing than a pace thing. So both players playing clean. Jeff starting to get up high, needing long bars. Really needing a long bar now. Yeah, gets the tuck. Okay, gets the long bar. Go up Tetris for Jeff.
He's Tetris ready again, Chris. So
yeah,
that okay.
Covers up.
That's the way to solve it.
Opens it up. Nice. So yeah, that worked out. But
Sharky misses the spin.
But clean with a triple there. Yep. So yeah, it looks like both players are getting their vibe back.
In some matches, you'll see Sharky literally vibing to a soundtrack.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that yet tonight. Yeah.
But yeah, that might manifest after the break. We'll see.
Typically, in the history of this season, is Sharky's had, believe it or not, stronger second halves than first halves, and he's been pretty dominant in this first half.
Mm-hmm.
And again, just one little LJ dependency, and Sharky's just is a sigh of, why did I do that? So every little mistake, he's on top of it. He's reanalyzing. He's putting those mental notes away for the next time it happens.
Mm-hmm.
He's just never satisfied. It's right. That Michael Jordan attitude. He just wants to win every point possible. Yeah,
just perfection. Like that's for sure. That's the fire that burns. I love seeing it. That's how I feel I play when I play anything. I just any frame, any movement, any maneuver that I can do. You want it to be as perfect as possible, and you can see it in his face. It's like when he nails it, he loves it. But if he doesn't, then if it's not perfect, then he's gonna keep that in memory. Look at that spire.
Wow.
What?
And that's a way to solve that spire.
Yeah.
Spin that in there.
In there.
And the line burst comes at the perfect time.
Yep, and then Sharky with the tuck there, keeping it clean. Beautiful, beautiful solves there. What a way to deal with that.
Behind 100,000 points. But again, with the line difference, it's kind of hard to calculate pace-wise. But this, Jeff Moore.
Jeff missed a spin there, but yeah, his transition score is going to be great to get out of this.
Yeah. He needs this clean because you don't want to be a transition halfway up the board.
Transition is coming. And he's getting dependent. Okay, triple there. And that will clean it up
just
nicely.
In time. Wow.
619 transition.
Killer transition for Jeff Moore here in Game 5.
But yeah, Sharky, not a bad score either. Just those few burns being the difference. But yeah, Jeff playing really strong here. This could be the game to shift the momentum.
561 transition for Sharky. So he's behind 2 Tetrises at the transition point. 19 has been Sharky's time to shine. Jeff Moore has it seemingly under control. But you see those 2 Minos on column 1 that he's going to have to clean up here.
Yeah, just you can see like the piece sets just struggling. Jeff always needing that long bar and then having to wait for it, and then the left side just becoming dependent.
Early or overshift there for Jeff. 698, 618. Sharky is going to have some comeback opportunities here. as Jeff Moore is trying to get back to scoring position. And all of a sudden, we are about a Tetris and change apart from one another. 702, 675.
Yeah, the game just not giving Jeff the pieces on the left side to fill it in. Ooh, nice. Okay, Jeff with a triple there is going to get clean again.
Still ahead by a
Sharky.
Tetris.
Tetris ready. That's where
You can see
Sharky can stage the comeback. And boom, Tetris for Sharky, 7-14, catching up.
Tetris for
Boom,
Jeff.
Tetris for Jeff. 763. Great score here from Jeff. Simul Tetris.
Another good one, Chris.
Yeah, this is going to be a banger. Jeff Tetris
Tetris.
ready.
Tetris lead, 797, 751.
Ooh, boom, Tetris for Jeff.
Nice.
Really need that.
He's got a pretty much a perfect build right now. Sharky Amino short. How's he going to solve this?
Takes the double.
Has to use that line to burn it. Tetris
Boom,
for Jeff.
Tetris for Jeff,
899.
899.
It's not Tetris ready. He's one Mino short on row one.
Yeah, he's going to have to clean a little better to get back in position here.
A line would be much appreciated, but he's going to build in that way.
The players here.
Is he going to play one off the bottom? No, he's not. A little shaking his head. All right, level 28 now. Tetris for Sharky. He's closing the gap. 861, 911. Jeff desperately trying to get one last Tetris before 29 here.
More. A couple lines to give. Gonna go center wall.
Oh man, and he is.
Boom, Tetris for Jeff. 955.
And a line.
Gets a line after the kill screen.
956. Two Tetrises should do it for Sharky.
And there's one.
There's one. He has 5 lines left. Tetris ready.
Yeah, that gives it to him. And
One
yeah,
more to
Sharky can
max.
take that one. Going for the max.
And there it is. Max out Sharky, number 2 for the evening.
But Jeff getting that one line after kill screen. Sharky ending his with a Tetris. But great game there. Sharky feeling it now.
Fantastic game 5.
Wow, that was excellent. What a way to send us to the break there from our players here. Another max out for Sharky. Another 956 for Jeff, man. I can't wait to interview him and discuss how does it feel to have all these 900K games and you end up on the losing end. It's astonishing to think of how DAS is being played in this era right now, and that is just incredible. Jeff is down 5-0. Sharky will win the night. It is official. His 5th victory will confirm 10 sets in a row after losing the first one in the opener. He's run off the rest of the way. Tremendous job by him.
Wow.
And incredible, incredible stuff there, fellas.
But I would say that both players having some good momentum here. You even Jeff having to 5 L's in a row. Like, still the performance and the consistency there. Pushing Sharky to even have to do as well as he is.
I believe all the games are over 500,000 other than that false start. So
Yeah.
really good stuff.
And it's not like Jeff was like gonna let that be a false start either. He was kicking and
No.
screaming.
So well done. So players, you know what to do. It is halftime. We'll take a few minute break. Go ahead and hydrate. You saw Jeff moving around, him and the lovely Crafty Kim chatting it up, and Jeff probably saying, man, how do I beat this guy? I've had 90 plus attempts and I can't do it. So maybe the second half we'll look to see Jeff run rough shot if he can. Sharky continues to accelerate and break records all over the place as we'll head on over to our scene here, fellas. So wow, what a start. Max outs. We've seen DAS like this.
Yeah, this is uncharted territory because, you know, prior to the era of tapping and rolling, the DAS players we're in, like, you know, the 500, 600K consistency territory. We have not seen this like max out level of DAS, but now that we have an event to showcase that. It's going to be like the best of both worlds. It's going to be like the old school style of play that a lot of people love, combined with all these new techniques, the quick taps, and the consistency and the high scoring and the neck and neck play all the way through. It's going to be amazing.
Well, certainly. And
We have
Bidwell, I think when we look at Jeff and Sharky tonight, Sharky, it's on cruise control, man. This young man can do it all. Jeff, as we talked about the evolution for him, in your opinion, does he look like he's ready to handle the young guns when we get to Portland?
I don't think he's on cruise control. I think he is mashing his foot on the gas every single point possible, and that's what separates him from everybody else that we perceive as that are going to go out to the tournament next week. So this new level of aggression, like Chris said, this is going to surpass anything that was in the DAS days of 2018, 2019, when there were only a few hyper tappers. This is going to blow everything out of that water. It's not going to be our crazy rolling into level 39s, but we are going to see something that we have never seen before, especially in his play style, and I am super excited.
Yeah. Like I said, uncharted territory, not just in terms of like scoring, but watching the maneuvers, the surviving, getting out of those amazing digs, drilling back down, and the amount of timing and the amount of creativity and stacking. It's going to be amazing. Yeah. And yeah, I just can't wait. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm
Well, certainly, let's go. We're only 9 days away. We're 9 days away. Registration is still open. So, folks, if you're watching here on Twitch, YouTube, or any of the other platforms, use !Jonas. You can find yourself to get the registration. Still spots open. Our third session is closed, and I think that second session is just about there to close as well, too. We've got a really good turnout. So if your early birds are out there, plenty of time. You can hang out with me, the king, going to try his hand. And I believe Jeff did confirm that he's going early, baby. He's going in the early session. They just want to get it done and set the standard, so that'll be interesting to see. We'll talk to him about that afterwards. But yeah, you still have an opportunity to participate in the inaugural event. Don't have the FOMO, as Bidwell has mentioned in previous installments. Got to be there. It's the first one, and it's going to be history making. You can't repeat it, so let's do it, baby. Make sure you're there. And to segue perfectly, as we are here at halftime, gentlemen, we go to the best of 5, the Class of Tetris champions. Our friend Chris Higgins has put out this amazing film, this docuseries that illustrates what happened back in 2014. Chris Tang, you were there. You're a huge part of this film, and doing the recalling of the games. I found that to be amazing, as far as, not only just as a commentator myself, but just as a fan, just listening to how you and James did a wonderful job of kind of recapturing the spirit of that year, and not really giving any spoilers in that. Quickly just talk about the whole process and how you kind of went about it.
So the amazing thing about Best of 5 is back when it was filmed, Travision, or even like the format that you see here with the 2 screens next to each other and the large cameras for the players visible, didn't exist yet. So we got to see these games in a way that we hadn't before, or I was there, but it wasn't presented in that form. But now you take a look back in history, and those matches and those games and those players, Harry and Jonas, Ben Mullen, you get to see their games being played in the modern format back when it didn't exist. So I thought that was super interesting, and the amount of work that went into that. Chris Higgins and Dre worked together to recreate those games in the modern format that you're used to, so that it made it much more viewable and much more enjoyable. And I think that's an underrated part of the production of that show. And then, of course, James and I did new commentary for it, because when those games were broadcasted, or it wasn't even broadcast, I'm not even sure if we had a live stream that year, but those games were like, they had 4 at the same time, but we got to present them as one-on-ones. So that's another thing that I really appreciated in Best of 5, is that you got a much better show and a much better context for all those matches. And I'd like to see that done for more years, to be honest, because there are years where, major events took place and matches happened, but maybe we were doing 4 players at a time, presented that way. But Best of 5 is a taste of that. It's it was designed to be the sequel to the Ecstasy of Order, and I think it matches that and exceeds it in some ways, and gets me excited for the future of Tetris documentaries.
Without question, I think this is something that everybody has to experience. So you can experience in a number of different ways. You want to watch it for free, you can go to youtube.com/@ChrisHigginsFilms. He's encouraging people to head there, even if you don't want to, pay or whatever to get the physical media or the digital. It's okay. He wants the world to see this, and I think the more eyes that are on it, the better for our community and for the game as a whole. He's also got the, as mentioned, physical media. If you like the Blu-ray, that is available now. You can go to bestof5movie.com, get info, merch, bonus features, and if you buy the digital content, we got episode 6 is available, and in the works episode 7, where you're getting never before seen footage. I mean, I know episode 6 contained a lot of stuff about Jonas, so as we get set to the Jonas Cup, get that right now, man. We talk about it every week. Coupon code is still available. Higgins is so nice. He's let that coupon code continue on. No expiration date right now. Use CTWC 2024 at checkout, and that way you'll save $5, 20% off of your purchase for the digital content. And as Bidwell can attest, I'm sure that Blu-ray would look really nice in your DVD shelf, correct?
Bidwell?
He's probably stepped away.
No, I'm here. Get the Blu-ray. I was on mute.
He missed his cue. How dare you?
Started. Professional.
Of course. So, folks, we're going to send you to the teaser trailer for our final time in the Best of 99 series. For those that have maybe had some interest in there, we'll throw that there. We'll come back with an ad break real fast, and then the second half of the finale will commence. So stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back.
This is a story about people who play Tetris on the original Nintendo console. A game so hard, it took 15 years for anyone to get videotape of a million-point game. A game so tough, you lose every time.
I didn't know if I was ever going to have a chance to win.
I was getting my butt kicked every day at Tetris.
I think universally people have that feeling where they're like, I'm done with this game.
This is a story about a tournament designed to find the best Tetris player in the world.
I recently got some nerve damage in my arm, and it was suggested to me that I not play Tetris for a while, but that.
Getting frustrated, literally tears of frustration, I remember that.
You can't be self-conscious of what you're doing, where you're letting the piece tell you what to do. And if you start trying to exert any real control over the action, beyond just asking that piece, tell me where to put you, it's like you've stepped out of the zone and it's over for you.
A competition to decide once and for all whose skills, whose talents, whose performance under pressure could defeat anyone.
There are situations where nothing is good. Everything is a bad move, but you have to ask yourself, what's the least bad move?
Obviously, I was not done playing Tetris.
If I face Bo, I'll kill him, and I'll feel really bad about it again.
Let's get into our first match here. I'm excited. Let's do some commentary for some classic Tetris matches. Oh no, and then just a bad drop right there.
But this isn't a story just about victory. This is a story about not giving up.
It's gonna be close. Staying alive, but barely. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna. It looks like we have a champion. It's a Tetris World Champion 2014.
Is the Video Ninjas the reason for the delays, you think? The extra channels?
I don't know. It could be. I don't know. I've refreshed Sharky a couple times, so we'll see. As everybody hears our conversation, because we are currently on an ad break. So for those of you that are subs, you get to hear the behind the scenes of me and Bidwell chatting.
Really?
Oh.
And Mr. Boomtang. Yeah, this is a perk that if you're a sub to this channel, then you get to hear all the production talk and all the behind the scenes. Yeah, we're on an ad break right now. So for those jabronis that don't have a sub, they're not hearing any of this great banter that we're having, the behind the scenes production and trying to figure out tech issues. None of that stuff. They got none of that stuff. But for those that are subbed here, you're hearing all the good. And not only that, but you can also get the wonderful emotes. You get the Bidwell going, yeah! You know, that crazy look that he has in his eye. You can have the Boomtang in your face, baby. You know, we got all that great stuff. Like, who wouldn't want that? You know, and it's September on top of that, fellas. You know, September means it's 25% off of a regular sub. So now that Twitch had increased the sub rate to $5.99 on desktop, $6.99 on mobile, well, save the 25%. It's like going back to the regular price practically. So why not do that today? Get those wonderful emotes. You can see them in the chat going crazy. Even a new Tetris emote is going on. And I want to thank Tetris for subscribing once again. He did it about an hour ago. He's 16 months. Wow, good on you, man. I'm glad you're using Vince's money to pay for it. And Omen Voir had a raid party of 5 about half an hour ago. So I'd like to shout all you people out there for that.
Oh, the YouTube audience too.
And the YouTube audience. Yeah, of course. You know, you can use super chats over there. And maybe I'll shout you out if you do it. That'd be great.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a good time to do it with Jonas Cup coming up. You know, you're gonna have the ad free and be able to see everything all the time.
Yeah, because we don't control all the ad breaks on all the platforms, I don't think. So you might miss something if you're not subscribed. So time to do that.
Indeed. So here we go, gentlemen. We are back from our break. The ads that we paid and all that good stuff. The bills are done. It's time to get back to action. Final 4 games of the series are about to take place. We're going to game number 96. So players, go ahead and have your seats ready to go. We got it ready from the Shark. Jeffrey, when you are ready to go, we'll get that started as well. And he has already in there. I'm going to hand it off to Boomtang and BSG 4000. Mr. Tang, the honors are yours to get us restarted here on game number 96, please.
All right, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, going into Jonas Cup, getting that momentum. These last 4 games are going to set the stage.
Sharky working on 70 wins at the moment, right? So, or more, maybe up to 74. And we're also looking for that number 4 max out for Jeff to match his record from season 2. He's been a couple 900,000 games tonight, I think. At least the one.
Yeah, there's at least one.
So.
And yeah, definitely not bad for stats, you know, having all the games go to post-transition deep in there.
And I think Sharky's flirting with a 700,000 point average while Jeff is working on a 600,000 point average. So just amazing consistency over the course of 100 games for these two.
Yeah.
So we have an official game from Sharky. Jeff had some issues. He's at 63,000 currently.
Clean board. Getting back into position here. Waiting on that long bar. There it is. Boom, Tetris for Jeff. 89,000. Still has yet to cross that 100,000 point threshold. While Sharky banks out another Tetris, 143, 260.
Making a
Yes.
line dependency on the left.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's his 100,000 points. See how he burns these down. The line will help.
Okay. Yeah, that should get him clean again. Just that left side's been needing filling pretty much this whole evening.
And of course, the square comes one piece too late.
Ooh.
Oh, come on, Jeff. Hero
Okay,
time,
a little
Jeff.
bit. Okay, good burn there. Okay, flat burn that. Get that left. That's to the left. Okay.
Oh, the terrible time for squares. Oh, and Sharky's in trouble too. 2/3, 3/4 of the way up the board.
Way up there.
Square in
that
the
left
middle.
side.
That's a magnet for trash.
Oh wow, that maneuverability by Sharky saved the day, at least for now.
That is.
Oh, that left side
rolling.
might not be survivable.
He's looking.
Maybe a flat burn will do it. No, that right side's dead.
Jeff's not out of this. Jeff's not out of this. He still needs a
Jeff's got a
164.
triple. Yeah, Jeff with a small chase down here. Oh, playing way up there.
Yeah.
Gets that double.
I
Can
don't
burn
know
it
what
down.
the stream delay. He probably doesn't know he's in a chase down.
Okay, he's open. Tetris ready. That Tetris ought to do it. And boom, Tetris for Jeff. 169 on the board now. This might be your one of the few chances Jeff has to do a really extended Mullen. So let's see how this works out. Boom, Tetris for Jeff. No, it looks like Jeff's not in the mood for Mullening.
Nope. I don't blame him.
Yeah, he wants to keep that momentum. On the board. Not going to go down with a sweep. So this is good for both players. You know, Sharky's amazing performance, getting 5 in a row, and now Jeff getting on the board. This is how you want to end the series. Both players on high notes now.
Yeah, well done for Jeff to stay out of that. That was quite a hair-raising dig, and Sharky, uncharacteristic early top out. He'll tell you for the record, gentlemen, I believe that was Sharky's 4th top out, less than 200,000 points out of 96 games. So fathom that,
Amazing
if you will.
record. Yeah, amazing record there. Just highlighting just the power and the consistency of Sharky throughout this whole season. Got to be really tough for anyone to beat those
Shocking
stats.
to see,
I say that
yeah.
now, but yeah, he'll probably come back next year and do some damage to it.
All right, but players are ready to go. We're going to go to game number 7. It is number 97. Mr. Chris Bidwell, go ahead and count them down.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Tris.
I love it.
But yeah, Jeff on the board now. Let's see if he can ride this out, keeping that momentum.
Sharky, typically his MO has been, after the break, he's been stronger, but last game and now this game, it's not quite feeling it here. A little uncharacteristic for Sharky. He'll get over by the end of the night, though, I'm sure. He'll get over before the end of the game.
Sharky, cleaning up real efficiently there.
But, you play this much. You play for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and who knows how much warm-up time you had to have those 3 max outs before this evening started. So you're going to have ebbs and flows in your concentration levels.
Yeah.
Oh, nice double tuck.
Double tuck. Don't get to see that too often.
For a DAS player, amazing.
Yeah, I'm like wondering what the inputs were for that. I mean, was that like a DAS quick tap, or was it like 2 taps? I don't know.
Had a 20th of a second to knock those in with those inputs.
Right. I'm not used to. I mean, I don't even. My brain's trying to wrap around like a DAS player double tucking, like maybe a roller or a tapper, sure, but yeah, not used to seeing that in the DAS match for sure.
We have an official game, 168-150. Jeff ahead. Half a Tetris. See if Jeff's going to go for the spin and he knocks it down.
Both players clean. Both players playing up high.
Yep, there's a 2/3 point.
Hungry for that long bar.
Sharky. That's dangerous. That's not burnable.
Okay. Oh, that J.
Wow. That line if that come any later.
Oh,
and he's still not out of trouble.
Situation. Yeah, this is messy. Okay, gets
Swear.
the box at a good time.
I like the box term. I'm going to try to borrow that. We won't steal.
But Sharky very efficiently getting back into safety. Look at that.
And
I've seen some.
about. Yeah, sorry.
I've seen some messes, but that was an epic level.
He is not pleased. He's checking up the score. He is behind 271 to 213. And actually, Reed asking about modified carts. There will be championship carts modified by Alex Kerr to limit the Hertz inputs at the Jonas Cup. So, there,
nice. I actually find it fascinating.
Put our top guys on these things.
Nice. There should be like the screen should flash a certain color if someone exceeds tapping speed or something. It'll have a no tap like a no cheese flag from Mortal Kombat or something. Or Primal Rage had the no cheese. Mortal Kombat had something different, I think.
Buzzer of some sort.
Yeah. Denied.
371, 312. Sharky trying to come back here. Needs something too high. Fills it in with a line. Gets the Tetris to get back to safety.
Yeah. So yeah, Sharky with the board mostly under control again. Boom Tetris for Jeff, 417. Boom Tetris for Jeff again. This is a strong game from Jeff.
Again. So box is appropriate. The box comes.
Getting a little dependent here.
Gets
the log bar just at the right
wow.
time.
Like I said, the better players just create their own energy somehow.
Nice. Gets the log bar. Boom. Tetris for Jeff. 466.
Lead shrinking a bit.
Yeah, Sharky getting back on track here. And two long bars down the drain. Disposes them on the left into a Tetris.
At the S flat we were just talking about for Jeff Moore, right in the columns 4 and 5.
Yeah. Now Jeff kind of in a bit of a mess. Split double.
Transmission. The line's the perfect piece for that.
Okay.
498 transition for Jeff
Rough
Moore.
transition. Board
Fills out his
falling
board a bit.
apart a little bit. Yeah.
Sharky at a 481. So again, a little bit of a struggle game for Sharky, but he is where he wants to be.
Yeah.
With a clean board at 19. This is his advantage from here on out.
Yep. Jeff's still in cleanup mode. Not really getting great pieces to do it efficiently either.
That's for Sharky. 515, 534. Early undershift for Jeff. I'd say that would be a Mino short of a dirty Tetris, but he's trying to get clean, and that's the move.
Yeah.
Because Sharky has yet to get into a scoring position, also at level 21. It's a race to the bottom here. Ooh, Sharky. Mino short on column 1.
Yeah, both players trying to get back.
Sharky trying to get cheeky here. It's not working out for him, so he's just going to burn it down the old-fashioned way. Thinking in his head, he really wanted that dirty Tetris. 558, 536. Sharky's still behind. Jeff still can't get clean with can't shift the S over.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate. He was almost out of that.
We've seen such good games all night, so this is then the first time that neither player can really get a handle of the 19 transition.
Okay, Sharky out of it, and
Jeff setting up column 2.
Yeah.
Of course, the line comes too late.
Okay,
now he's rewarded.
Yeah, he got another one.
Sharky's in the lead, 609, 603.
Yeah, so Sharky now. Okay, we are neck and neck.
As you.
Yep.
As
get the neck
Kings flashes those for the final time this season. One of the final times. Just for Jeff to close that gap. 667, 673, 6,000 point difference heading into level 26. This is entertaining. Entertaining game number 7 here.
This is what we came here to see.
The lead's going back and forth with every Tetris. 7-12, 702. Sharky with a 10,000 point lead. Tetris for Jeff to go back into the lead. Down the stretch they come.
Oh, Jeff needed a long bar there.
Jeff just getting to the left.
Really need that. Oh, he covered it up right before him. He didn't really have much of a choice there.
And he's shaking his head now. That's
left side's going to be trouble.
It's the square over.
Ooh.
That's the one piece you could get over the left. But and that's going to do it for Jeff as a 750. And Sharky is good. He has a runway for one more Tetris.
Yeah, Sharky played that last part of 19 really, really well. Like, just able to come back and score. But yeah, Jeff didn't give up. That was a pretty good dig attempt there.
Sharky getting that 900,000. And he knows that was a struggle game on both sides again. Yeah. But again, when our struggle games are 750 and 901, we are watching top-tier DAS play.
Yeah, the tenacity of both players there really on display.
Well done yet again, both players. Tremendous job. Sharky will now go to 6 overall for the evening. Jeff still sitting at 1, but these have been some fun games, man. A lot of grit, a lot of grind. Exactly what you expect from 2 outstanding DAS players. Only 2 games left to go here. This is nuts.
Yep, it's coming down to the wire.
97 games played over an 11-week period. What a grind. I can't wait to talk to the players here afterwards, just kind of get their thoughts. Jeff is a veteran. This is the 3rd time doing this, so it's quite a lot of games played. This is not the first time.
This is Jeff's 296th game in this series.
I think he's earned a rest, don't you think? Oh, my word. Although he said in the past that he loves this. He's got nothing better to do. Every summer he said, yeah, I ain't got nothing better to do. And I always watch Crafty Kim kind of giving him that evil eye. I was saying, excuse me.
You see Jeff Kiddo there in the background cheering on Dad.
Come on, Dad. All my friends at school are watching. All right, readies from both players.
That's two readies.
Getting set. Bidwell, please. Number 98. The honors are yours. Count them down.
Game 98 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
And apologies, it is seed 6E, so I did not tell the players. That's my fault. But back to the action. Chris's. Thank you.
LS.
Jeff Tetris ready.
And LS for Sharky, so we are good with the seeds.
Boom Tetris for Jeff.
No press down points at all for Jeff tonight. So the glasses, the no press down, we seeing a different Jeff Moore conclude this season. Sharky building a square spire is going to take the triple.
Very high Tetris rate for Jeff here, but he's going to need a couple of long bars to get the next one.
And there's your 100,000 again for Jeff.
Yep.
So the very worst he can do is 6 false starts. We'll see what happens in 99.
Record in progress here.
Dirty Tetris Sharky. And just a little bit of bob and weave after that. Sharky 60 points behind from the threshold here.
Yep, any line clear ought to do it. And it'll be a Tetris. Boom,
There it
Tetris for Sharky, 122. We are legal.
With the press down into the Tetris, too.
Boom, Tetris for Jeff.
206, so damn near perfect Tetris rate for Jeff Moore.
I've just been playing super clean this time. Another Tetris for Jeff.
I think we might see Super Jeff Moore in this game so far.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty high transition scores before. I'm not sure what the record is, but this might be one to watch.
You said it this time, not me. I have a tendency to jinx players when I mention good paces. But man, the lines are just flowing in this game, and Jeff is taking full advantage. He has pretty much 2 single line burns. I think those are 9 Tetrises, or 14 Tetris, I should say. And there's another. 343 to 226.
There's another one.
Wow.
I was holding my breath for if the lines would keep flowing after you talked about it, and they did. So, blessed game here. Boom, Tetris for Jeff. Sharky, not happy. Maybe the board state just wasn't ready for those long bars.
Jeff finally having to burn.
Taking a triple. That's not a bad
good way to burn.
Yeah. Yeah, Tetris ready again. Nice. Boom, Tetris for Jeff. 421 at 82 lines.
Damn. I was about to say, how's he going to fill in that column 9? And he does with a line piece. So the lines are the most in this seed.
Yeah, this is a very blessed seed here. Interesting move by Jeff, and it worked out. Let's do a tuck there, and boom, Tetris for Jeff. 468, 93 lines. 1 Mino short of a Tetris there. I gets another Tetris. 493, not at 100 lines yet. Wow, look at that.
It's all columns 1 through 5, all line pieces.
I'm not 100% sure, but it sure looked like it.
Sharky is upset. He's trying to get out of this, and Jeff is playing the 18 of his life right now.
Jeff, this is the kind of game you want to go out on if you're gonna end the series.
Sharky's going for that 1.1. He's got 2 chances left to get it, and right now he's going to get a column.
For Sharky. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, man. And look at this, Chris Tang. 585 through 115 lines for Jeff Moore. And the line that feels into dependency. This is blessed.
Yep, blessed seed there. Boom! Tetris for Jeff. 608 at 119 lines. Could possibly be that record-setting transition score.
He takes the burn there. Like he's not going.
Oh. He's playing aggressive here.
Yep. He's going to take the double with the square.
Okay.
And yep.
And gets
With
the
that
Tetris.
lead.
636.
And for the record,
And he's got to play aggressive here.
And for the record, he's got about 56 bars going into transition, so it lets you know how efficient that was.
660 transition, Jeff Moore. 516 for Sharky. And Jeff is handling the transition beautifully. He takes the triple. He knows he's in the lead, so he's going to maybe pull back ever so slightly.
Yeah, this is not the time to be YOLO Jeff Moore, because this, as good as this game is, you don't want to see it end in a top out.
No. And Sharky is going to be nipping at his heels here. He's at a 574, level 21. So 130,000 point lead for Jeff Moore. And see, there's the less aggressive play. Marino's triple's done. He wants to keep it under the halfway mark.
Gets the Tetris anyway.
There it is. So that's tournament Tetris. You're not going for a PB. You're just trying to play the best efficient game possible.
Yeah. Let the Tetrises come where they may, and they still have been raining. Jeff Moore raining down the Tetrises. Boom! Tetris for Jeff. 800,000 points at level 23.
Sharky is total body English. He is all into this game. He's trying to salvage this. He is not quitting, Chris Tang. Tetris for Jeff, 830.
Sharky still burning with fire here. Okay, Jeff needing to burn that down somehow. Oh, covers the well.
Is he setting up 30,
Really
Chris Tang?
needs a long bar.
He does not.
That's
Gets it
the
there.
move.
Oh, glorious, glorious RNG to get the line.
This could be a score record. 108 could, the 1,080,000 could fall if Jeff keeps this up.
First things first, needs a line.
Yeah.
The lines might flow early, but they can dry up later. Tetris for Jeff at 912, but he's amino short. And is in cleanup mode here at level 26. Sharky trying to come back. He's down. The deficit's only 80,000 now. Didn't take much for Sharky to come back.
Okay, Jeff was Tetris ready.
LJN dependency.
Okay, long bar needed.
Now the draughts are coming, Chris. Oh, brutal time for a drought at level. Oh, and he gets it.
Oh. Boom, Tetris for Jeff, 977.
All right. One away from a max. Sharky coming. Oh, he hangs the L. Tetris for Jeff max.
So yeah, probably not going to get that 1080, but still an amazing score there. Oh man, that 1080, 1,080,000 was in striking distance. Great game. Both players. Sharky coming back so hard. Sharky like really putting up a fight there. Both players there just all out. I mean, yeah, long bars are raining, but you still have to be good enough to capitalize on them.
So that's max out 4 for Jeff for this season. He has tied his record and has one chance to break his record in game number 99. The drama is real.
Yeah, this is the way you want to close it. I think, like with that game there, both players have a lot to fuel their momentum going into Jonas Cup.
Tremendous.
Got one more game left to play.
Tremendous game number 98. I think, Bidwell, we've been blessed with game number 98s in this series, because I believe last year Alex and Jeff had a banger, and I think Jeff had a very high score. I don't recall if he got a max out or not. I have to go back and check. But game number 98s have been very kind, and 99s have been okay. So hopefully we don't have that lackluster feel afterwards. Man, oh man. But as Chris Tang just mentioned, a lot on the line. Jeff looking to break it. He's got his 4th max out. He ties his all-time record. Sharky wants that 1.1. Both players are ready to go. It's the final game of the best of 99. The summer has come to an end. They're getting ready for Portland. Chris Tang, the honors are yours. The final countdown.
Final countdown. Game 99. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Stress.
Man, that was electric. Let's see if they can follow that up.
Real quick, just want to thank Katsugiri for a raid party of 30. You've come just in time. They kind of came in during that whole manic gameplay that was going on in the game number 98. It was tremendous, so stick around. This is the final game. This is it. You got the Chris's on the call, both Lifetime Achievement Award winners, Chris Tang and Chris Bidwell. They've been doing it all night long, baby, and they got the final game. The final call is theirs, and then we'll have the interviews shortly after. Take it away, boys.
Sharky pressing down in this game 99. He's really going as aggressive as possible here. I love it.
Yeah, no, that last game, both players are just on fire there. That's what you love to see. Whatever the outcome, just giving it their all, pushing each other to the limit.
Jeff played that tournament Tetris perfectly. He was just simply on fire, and he knew he was ahead, so he just pulled back the aggression ever so slightly for transition. Yep. Oh, Jeff Moore, he's really high up. Oh, we're going to have a false start. Oh, man. That's how we're following that up. We're going to pour the water on that fire.
Yeah. Well, they had to make it interesting somehow, right?
And cut. There you go. Sharky, if you wouldn't mind, a top out will be required. Jeff has not made threshold. He finishes at 54,000. Thank God we have that 100K threshold in here, gentlemen. Otherwise, that would have been...
Yeah, that's Bidwell's curse like 2 rounds ago where he said that the worst the record could be was 6.
Well, certainly it's going to be 6. That is Jeff's second top out, so that is 6 for him. Sharky has had 6 false starts as well, so they split. And, you know, you never know. There's still an opportunity that we could have an early top out here again. You know, that's open.
Yeah. I'm actually hyped for that. They're competing against throwaway games here.
You have to throw one Grand Designs No in there for that one, don't we?
No! You would normally have the sound effects store, but I don't have that up.
Okay, well, good enough.
Give you my interpretation. Jeffrey's ready to go, waiting on the Shark. Going to be a slight stream delay on his end. We won't bother. It is the final game, so we'll let it be. And remember, to fans that are watching right now, we will get interviews with our heroes afterwards. We'll have a nice chat. All 5 of us will go into a nice little room and feel like it's 2020 all over again, but with better feels. All right, Mr. Tang, we'll do it again. The honors are yours for the final one.
Hopefully the final game with the least number of throwaway games online here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
All right. Jeff Moore with the less stream delay starting off. Sharky will be online in a moment. Jeff gets the line 1 late.
Ooh. Could use a...
Oh, no.
Not like this.
Oh, no.
Not like this. Not like this. And Sharky is your least throwaway games champion.
That's the law of averages coming back after that.
If it was one thing I thought Jeff would come away with in this series was the least
Sharky,
number of throwaway games.
Sharky with a club 0 there. I don't know if he knew the top out either, but that's...
Wait.
We have seen everything now.
Jeff won.
Oh, my word.
Now I've seen everything.
We're just having fun. They just want to extend the evening.
Of course, right? We can't leave the end of summer like this, man. It's crazy.
I'm not gonna call the final game this time. Did we break another record there?
Might have. Oh my word! I don't think we've seen a Club Zero in a best of 99 series, but technically, Jeff had topped out first.
Sharky, in the same game, got a Club Zero and won for least number of throwaway games.
Unbelievable.
Wrap your head around that one. Like, how is that even possible? How do you win and lose at the same time?
Only here on the best of 99 you can see stuff like that.
Lowest combined score. There we go.
All right, we're going to try this for a third time. Chris, Tang, maybe this will be the lucky one, right? Three could be the number we want.
Yeah, this is...
I got a good feeling. For that high from game number
rocket
98.
The launch pad, fueling up.
The game 98 high that we're coming off of. We just have to do it a third time. Let's do it.
Yeah. All right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Tris.
Mark 3. All right. All right,
Yep.
Jeff. We're all counting on you, bud. Tetris for Jeff to start. Looking good.
Yeah, maybe they're just jockeying for being able to top that last game. I'll try to use that as a justification here in the timeline.
If we get into trouble again, flip the SCE to auxiliary and save that thing.
Maybe there should be a stipulation for if you get 3 throwaway games in a row, then the winner, the win goes to the other player.
Well,
Just so
neither
you
of
can't,
them.
like, sandbag, right?
If I do recall correctly, there was one night Bidwell and I had to endure Louis Scuey, Ben Mullen. I believe we had to redo one game 5 times.
Wow. Okay, record there that we probably won't see again.
No, I don't want to ever see that again.
Booker T special. Well, Jeff Moore is good. Sharky is 1 Tetris away. And some change.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Theoretically.
Breathe easy, folks. Oh, not yet. I'm holding my breath.
This could be it. Okay, we're legal.
Yeah.
Final game. We won't be here all night. Ills. Must stop. Thank you for coming to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
Vendor sales have long closed. 202-150. So again, with the stream delay, Jeff's ahead in pace because he started earlier. So these two are pretty close to one another in theoretical score.
Sharky's
gonna play. He's gonna stay 1 off the bottom. It looks like, which is what a lot of the new stacking theory says. Conserve those points. Just play off the bottom.
Yep. Keep those burns to a minimum, but he has to take the double off the top.
Another. And with this, no, he's not. He's going to maintain that. Could have cleared that out, decides not to. Jeff ahead by 2 Tetrises.
So in a situation where you have a under 100,000 throwaway game, how do you determine who got the first throwaway if the streams are delayed?
Well, to answer
Thinking.
that question, I mean, you would basically take it for the value of what we are seeing here on the stream scene. I mean, in real time, could have Sharky have topped out before Jeff? Possibly, but we'll just give it to Jeff. He's fine. He'll enjoy having a new record set.
Jeff nails the T-spin. 395, so not the on fire game from game number 8, but not the struggle bus game from the first half.
I don't know. I think there's still a struggle bus pulled into the station ready to take off.
Absolutely, but 400,000 points for Jeff at 100 lines. That's
good.
That I would take that every game I play. Ooh, nice
Right.
from Sharky. Sharky, both players in cleanup mode, trying to get back to scoring position with transition imminent.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, transition is coming. This is not what you want to be doing heading into it.
And Sharky had an opportunity to be cheeky with a dirty Tetris setup, but he wants to. When you're already one off the bottom, you take a little less risk.
Yeah. Just
at
the
some
piece is not
point,
cooperating.
He's oh, nice lines. Line spins are always cool, Chris. And I was about to say, you all.
Oh no,
Jeff
in trouble.
Can he get something left? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
Clutch.
Line piece would be great right now. Is that a reverse Vitz
Nice
over there on the
Tetris.
left? Reverse Vitz setup.
The transition, like Jeff wants to get in safety, like yesterday.
Oh, he could have played that line flat, and he didn't. Ooh.
Oh no, that left side might be dead, and that is unrecoverable. Sharky with a tiny chase down now
Sharky needs
to
a
seal the deal and end the series.
457. He's going to mulligan this no matter what, Chris, although he's well short of max out pace, but you never know. He could go monster here.
Yeah.
So he has taken that victory, so he's going to win the series 7-2. And that is victory number 74. But now it's a question of finish this off with a bang.
Yeah, get that momentum going into Jonas Cup. Well, I'm glad at least game number 98 was great.
No. It's, a bad game that still made it to transition. I mean, in the previous series, not all the games are getting there, so Jeff Moore still made it to transition.
Ooh, nice spin there by Sharky. Boom, Tetris for Sharky, 551. So yeah, now Sharky just exhibiting survival skills. Look at that movement.
So good.
Wow, look at that. Just all according to plan. Boom, Tetris for Sharky. 609. This is turning into...
He's playing 19 way better than 18 for sure.
Yeah. I was going to say, like a dog unleashed situation. Picking up the pace at 19.
He's feeling it.
Yeah.
He's feeling it. Here
Nice
it goes.
stacking.
Minimal burning. Quick taps are in
Boom,
effect.
Tetris for
Body
Sharky.
language is there.
Yep. Just that amazing maneuverability only Sharky capable of. Another Tetris for Sharky. Yeah, this is what Sharky wants. The fire and the power, like, coming out of this series. Look at that. The point efficiency growing with every moment. Oh, look at that bit.
Oh, he's going to give us the bits. Of course he's going to give it to us.
Yeah, Sharky's going to end this with a exclamation mark. Possibly turn this...
Not saying a word. Gets it over. Quick tap.
Boom, Tetris for Sharky, 868.
Oh my goodness, Chris Tang. He's 3 away.
You said it, not me. Nice spin.
He's feeling it. Takes the
Oh, he
triple.
takes the triple.
Oh, he thought that was a Tetris. I did say it, didn't I? I said it. My goodness.
Boom Tetris for Sharky. I mean, center well not set up, but we'll see how this plays out.
Oh man, a tremendous 951. He had a 400 transition. So
Yeah,
that was amazing.
The 19 play on that really turned that around. Really amazing performance there for that last game. Sharky putting on a clinic and piece maneuverability, 19 aggressiveness. Great way to go out.
Yeah, 551 level 19 is top notch. So there we have it, gents.
99
Season 4
games.
complete.
Mm-hmm.
There you have it indeed. Congratulations to both players, really. What a fantastic series this has been. Kudos to Jeff for hanging in as much as he could and really just showing that he can play at the elite level of DAS. Regardless of the score outcomes and whatnot, this man put on a show all season long. So thank you for being a two-time champion and certainly giving Sharky a fight he will absolutely remember for a lifetime. Sharky, congratulations to you. You have set records. You have broken the best of 99 now. So I don't know how to fix it, but certainly I think, you have now proven that you're the gold standard in the world of Classic Tetris, not only just for DAS players, but as a player in general. You are without question one of the best. So congratulations to you. Oh my word, guys, that was outstanding. I'm going to go to a winner scene and congratulate the Shark. So let me head on over there. Transition, then we'll fix a cam for him so we can see his beautiful face, handsome face there. Maybe he has the shades nearby. There he is. He's on stream for all of you to check out. There he is. Arguably, some would say, but maybe many would just agree, the best DAS player in the world. He's proven it 99 times, going toe-to-toe with a legendary player, and certainly seems that he's ready to go for the Jonas Cup. Bidwell, you've had the pleasure of calling many of the 99 games with him. What more could this young man do?
Well, he was talking to Chad about he still needs to train even more. He had some warm-ups with Dog and Andy, so he's going to be determined and focused as ever. He's got a week to go before Jonas Cup, but I expect to see him go far into this tournament next weekend.
Mr. Chris Tang, I know you've been watching along. You've been able to see Sharky, not only just online, but you've been watching him for years live. Is this really, are we getting close to seeing Sharky's final form?
Sharky has never stopped improving, and the quest for perfection, just him analyzing his own moves and wanting to improve and be perfect moment to moment is incredible. And anyone who's seen sports or esports or any kind of competitive play, seeing that dedication and that drive, that fire that burns within you to always keep improving, that's something that I don't think we've seen the final form of Sharky. I think he's going to keep growing in everything he does, and just a testament to how strong a competitor he is. From the very first time we saw him start playing to now, it's phenomenal. Even within the series, him showcasing the quick taps and the maneuverability and improving during the series. And that last game that we saw, just setting it all on fire with those moves and turning that low transition score around into nearly a max out. We're gonna see the best of Sharky yet to come.
Without question, my word. What a series. 99 games are in the books. Another summer done, Bidwell. I can't believe it, man. They just go by so fast. And, we just saw Sharky on the winner screen. A little dejected. He wanted that max out.
Yeah.
He is, Tang mentioned, somewhat of a perfectionist. You want to get those achievements. You want to reach those heights and those lofty goals that he might have set. But as mentioned, someone in the chat did say that it was a 550K post for Sharky. Just think about that. Bidwell, you were saying his 19 was better than his 18, and that's been kind of his MO throughout this entire series.
if he's going to take this cup next weekend, that's going to have to continue. The 19 play is going to need to be stellar, and that's what separates the elite from the elites from the rest of the pack. So, looking forward to it again. I'm just excited. We have our weekly meetings. We talk about our planning, and my bags are already packed. Like, I have my suitcases ready to go with my equipment. I'm ready to get out there, put on my sweatshirt, and hit the Portland Retro Gaming Expo and get this set up and get this inaugural Jonas Cup off the ground. And it's going to be a great weekend.
Well, certainly will be. Tang, your takeaway, just getting to call this one. You're going to get that type of electrifying gameplay, as Bidwell mentioned, the Dog, the Andes, NGC Man, old veterans like Quaid, Terry Purcell, Spavar, they're all coming to try to compete for this. Pretty exciting times we're living in.
Yeah, I'm super hype about it. Like I said, it's going to be the best of both worlds. It's going to be like, the style that a lot of people love, but with new blood and old blood, old rivalries, new rivalries, just the mix and just seeing how far our scene has come. I thought that this year's CTWC, moving to Pasadena, is uncharted territory, but we've got more uncharted territory. Now it's like we get 2 CTWCs a year, and it's amazing, and everything is growing. Interest is blowing up with all the record chasing going on, and now events like this that are that we're venturing into. I can't wait. I'm excited, and hopefully all the work that we do can do it justice. And let's go.
Absolutely, let's go. And what we're going to do, folks, now is we're going to take a very short break. King's going to kind of reset things. We're going to get our players in. We have the Chris's are going to be hanging out. We're going to chit-chat with the players, get their thoughts of 99, and then, sign it off. So give the King a couple of moments. We'll be right back. Oh, look at that. Yeah, he's got it right.
Yeah, we got the trophies. We got our Lifetime Achievement Awards. Let's see if I can get mine. I think mine might be, there it is.
Two L's. Yeah, right, there we go.
Yeah, you guys got the 2 L's that I'm taking, and I got none in my hands here. I'm empty-handed. Well, I'll put in my dues. Don't you worry. I'll put my dues in.
Someday soon, King.
Someday soon.
Got the,
of
course, there's the Jonas quote there.
Of course. Beautifully done.
If you're a high visibility player, it's on you.
And these
to move the community in a positive direction.
And these are 2 certainly players that fit that mold. So King will be right back, folks. We will get the interviews going, so sit tight, and I'll be back in a moment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so should I close my old one then? Okay.
Howdy, howdy.
Testing, testing.
I hear you.
Hello.
Excellent. Yes.
Hello, Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Jeff.
How's it going, guys?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Hell of a show there.
Yeah.
Shoot. I was going to say the same for you guys. That was awesome. You guys did great.
Thanks. Now you too.
Yeah. I had to keep myself focused because the commentary was so good.
You hear me?
Yep.
Super wild.
Game 98 was a massive banger.
Yes. Yeah. Followed by.
I don't know what that was afterwards, but
doesn't count. Never happened.
Yeah. I want to say I had Sharky scream up, and I was able to top out first.
Wait, so who topped out first?
You know what? I don't know. I think I got to say, if we time, the zero score should have topped out first, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it depends, because
I mean, I guess you could.
you could technically hold out and not score anything, but because of how long you held out, you just ended up topping out later than the person that actually burned lines. Because the quality of the misdrops could have been much worse.
Quality of the misdrop. That's a new term. I'll have to keep that in memory forever.
There should be a special Club Zero though.
Yeah. First ever Club Zero, by the way.
Wow.
First
See,
ever.
yeah, Sharky just couldn't help himself and had to set a new record.
Yeah, totally. It was necessary in a season of so many highs. Like I think that was a good balancer.
So I think we are live. People are commenting on the hot mic, by the way. Oh, that's okay, but
Maybe not anymore. I don't know.
Oh, that's funny.
Debating whether a 2K beats a 0 is very
Spirit of Das. That's what that means. Sod.
Good time, man. Right?
I gotta squint to see it. Thank you.
That's got to be the lowest combined score that's ever
Uh.
It was a team effort.
Fortunately, no. I've seen double Club Zeros, unfortunately. So, fortunately, not lowest combined score.
Well, all the records that are for the best of 99 only.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Everything's a record.
Got to make stuff really hard to beat.
We should have the lowest combined scores of all throwaway games as a stat.
So I think what happened with the throwaway records on that last one?
King will have the numbers, but I think did you get to 5? Maybe
I couldn't
6?
really. I think it was at least 6.
Yeah,
maybe 7.
but still way better than the loose.
Depending on how you judge that the one where both the one with Club Zero, it could be either 6 or 7 for Jeff, or it could be tied at 7 and 7, right?
There he is. He's here.
All right. I figured it out. No. Let's see.
It would be poetic if it were 7-7, because then they can share the record.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was hearing myself twice there.
And I believe we are live, at least audio.
It should be. Yeah,
Okay.
we should
Yeah,
be.
I've
We should
seen
be
our
live
cameras
audio.
on YouTube for a while now, so
Hello, folks. So let's see. All right, I think we're good. Woo! Yeah, there we go. All right. So the series is over. Here we are. We're with our heroes, and I want to thank Jeff and Sharky for participating in this entire series. It's been a wild ride. Jeff, this is your third go around. I know you said every summer you're free, you want to play, this is your workout. Did you really get much of a workout against that guy over there?
A workout or a beatdown?
why not both?
Yeah, I think this was the season Father Time caught up with me a little bit, but definitely fun week in and week out, and all props. Sharky played amazing the entire way through. He kind of called it at the very beginning of the season. He said, just how annoying do you think I'm going to be with how consistent he's going to be? he nailed it all season long. So on top of that, just want to say thank you, Kings. Thank you, Chris. And thank you, Hang, for showing up tonight. Appreciate all the hard work you guys put into this. This is an amazing.
Yeah, no, certainly. This has been a series that, like, it's belonged to you, right? This is an homage to you, and you've been able to play Ben and Alex, and now you got Sharky there. Can you kind of walk us through a little bit in the evolution of the players that you've faced? And I mean, obviously, Sharky's going to be the toughest one of the lot, but like, coming out of it and it being on the other side of the beating, right? Like Alex and Ben have been facing off. Do you feel like that you've kind of grown as a player and just see exactly what's out there as far as the competition goes?
Yeah, for the format is so different. Playing this many, really get in your own, try to tinker with what you're doing, see what's working. First, season 2, it was sort of.
Jeff was probably like saying so wonderfully profound things, and his internet is crapping the bed. So we've heard nothing. We've heard nothing. So we'll give that a moment there, Jeff. You want to take a look? Maybe you got to move in the house there a little bit. Find a good Wi-Fi spot. Shark, let me ask you here. You and I have been talking for quite some time about getting involved. You had mentioned after the Harry match that you had two names on your list, Jeff and Green Tea, right? So you got Jeff, and you got 99 games of Jeff. What can you speak about Jeff as far as like being a good training or maybe a sparring partner for getting set for Jonas Cup?
Despite how one-sided things might have seemed, I'd have to say that Jeff is the kind of player where I have to play him honestly. And I think I mentioned this in one of the nights where it was like an overwhelming victory on my part. And Jeff was like, "Can't you let me win some?" And I responded, I was like, "No, I have to give you the respect you deserve. I'm going to play you honestly each and every time."
No, I think it's very well said. I think that's a great take. And let's talk real quick about the first round, the first week. Very close match. Jeff edges you out in the end, basically just beating you by, I think, maybe less than a Tetris or whatever. Came down to 28 play. And I'll never forget, you seemed a little upset and just like, man, I can't believe that I let that one slip. Like you felt like that was in your hands to take and get off to a good start. Aside from that, what was the motivational factor and made you kind of just run roughshod the rest of the way, 10 straight on Jeff?
I was really upset that he mulliganed on that one game and then proceeded to win the next two. I was like, if he wouldn't have mulliganed, I would have won. And so then I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to make it to where even if he mulligans and something like that happens, I'll win by such a margin every single time that it's not going to be possible.
Yeah, no, you definitely gave him a run for the money, and it was incredible. Sharky, you saw the stats earlier on in the program. The numbers are outstanding when compared to the previous seasons and whatnot. Was that a motivational factor for you, to just break these records that were set before and now becoming the gold standard or best of 99 could be?
I think maybe around week 4 or 5, I was like, oh, maybe I should start actually mullining my games. Because I think a lot of games after Jeff would top out to be respectful of time, I would just top out, which led to like a couple of, 300s or 400s. And after that, I was like, wait, I kind of want to, just inflate stats just to see what they look like at the end of the season. And so then started mullining as many games as I could.
Yeah, certainly. And I think you broke the best of 99. You broke it forever. So now we got to find somebody of equal caliber to try to, eclipse that or even have you go beyond that. I'll let Chris Tang take it from here, sir. Questions for Sharky and Jeff?
Yeah. So was this? When you guys started the series, did we know that both of you would be going to Jonas Cup? Like, was this like a training regimen for that goal, or what did that sort of develop as the series went along?
Kim, go help Jeff. He doesn't know how to use this. He struggles. He's on mute. I don't know what he's doing.
All right, but to answer your question, Chris Tang, as far as like Jonas Cup went, even before Best 99 started, I had my hotel reserved. I pay when I get there, and my flight booked 2 days after CTWC.
Wow.
Kim, help him. We need to hear from him. Kim, tell him to hit the non-mute button. Yeah, let me see something. All right. Jeffrey, talk.
Take out the phone, blow it, and put it back in.
Here, hold on. I'm gonna try something. All right,
So
let's see if that works. Jeffrey, say words. Words.
Do you have a dry erase marker board?
Kim is saying that the director muted him.
I did for a moment, yeah, but he's fine now. Try it now, Jeffrey. Oh my word! All right, Jeff, if you can close the window and then reopen it again, I'll add you back. Meanwhile, Bidwell, what do you got for Sharky right now?
So you broke pretty much every record, but I kind of mentioned more than that you kind of have that Jordan-esque, you're not satisfied no matter how much you win by. We lost me? Hello?
Wait, we did? No, I hear him.
Okay. So you have that Jordan-esque competitive drive, and how much does it stick in you that you didn't get to that 1.1? Because I know that was your goal the entire season, and you almost got there tonight, and you just couldn't quite get it in, especially in that killer game at about right before the break.
I mean, sometimes you get scammed by RNG. Sometimes you get commentator cursed by Bidwell. At the end of the day, it's good that Jeff still has a record that will be really difficult to beat in Best 99 history. So I didn't erase all essence of him from all the records. There's still some there.
That's good.
But
good.
it's no big deal. I mean, for me, getting 16 maxes is still pretty decent. So,
what's your percentage in a normal training session for max outs these days?
Ooh, let's see. The last training session I did was on Monday. I did a Jonas Cup mock qual. 9 maxes, or not 9. No, that wasn't it. It was 6 maxes in 90 minutes. And so about like 50% max rate.
Okay. But then in tournament play, you're obviously not doing the same thing. You're not quitting your games and starting over. So it's a different mentality, but still.
In tournament play, it's about like 1 to 2 maxes a set, maybe 3 in the occasional, back 3 back that I get against players.
Just wondering what the 15, 16% like versus your normal gameplay. So
then that's probably it's probably going to be lower since yeah. Say games that go the distance, probably I have probably 40% max out rate.
Okay. Kind of crazy from we first saw you in 2019 doing the first hyper jolts.
So swag.
Hey, it's still a factor.
Yeah.
It works.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Jeffrey looks like he has returned. What's the latest with you? Is it working?
Now no video.
Oh, we heard something though.
Yeah, I hear red bars of death going on over there. Oh my word, that Wi-Fi. Anyway, Jeff, we'll get back to you in a little bit, hopefully. Shark, this is your show now, bro. You're the new man. You're the best of 99. Can you, off the top of your head, which games were probably the most memorable for you out of the series? I mean, 99 games is a lot. It's a grind. You've heard, you know, Jeff and Ben and Alex talk about the commitment that needs to be met for this. Going into the, were you ever thinking about, man, that's too many games. I can't, you know, work this out. And again, yeah, what were the memorable moments of the series?
Yeah, I'll answer the last part of your question first. Going in, it wasn't like, oh, that's too many games. I'm just sitting here and giving my honest thoughts. I'm like, I wonder how many times I'm going to beat Jeff. Is it going to be like 60, maybe 65? Like that was what's going through my mind. I'm like, maybe I can get like 20 maxes. I was just thinking about like how many times I can get on, because if I'm remembering correctly, the last time I played Jeff, he ended up beating me, and so it's like a little bit of kind of revenge baked in there a little bit. But I'd say probably the most memorable game, there's two of them. There was one where there was the double max out between me and Jeff, and I won by like a couple of singles or something like that. And then the other one was specifically when Chris Biddle was like, yeah, he's not going to max this. And then I proceeded to max.
Oh, yeah. That one I remember very vividly. I told Biddle, you stick it. That's what Sharky told you. He says you stick it. You know, Shark, I always ask this question. Are you looking to return for another season of Best of 99?
Should things go right for me next year, I'd love to.
Okay. And you got the name off the bucket list. You got to play Jeff. You got to play Jeff more than you'll ever need to. There's that one other name you mentioned after the match with Harry. There's someone in the Far East. You want that revenge. The green tea. If he decides that he wants to play 99 games with you, I'm probably thinking you're going to say yes.
Of course. If Green Tea's playing 99 games, that's like the offer of a lifetime. Of course I'm going to play him like all day, every day.
I think that'll be a treat, not just for you, but for the general audience. All right, Jeff, we're going to try this again. Are you there?
Hello, am I here? I don't even know. Am I?
Yay.
Oh. Ooh.
Boom, voice for Jeff.
Jeffrey, you know, not only do we got to get you a better camera, right? We got to see that handsome face of yours, not in like 3 pixels, but we got to get you some Wi-Fi, man. You know, is there like a Verizon somewhere? I mean, come on, bro.
You know, honestly, okay, so here's the deal. I hope nobody at my work is like tuned in at all, but when I'm at work, I hop off the Wi-Fi and go on the Sky network, 5G or whatever that is, and I forgot to turn it back on to the Wi-Fi when I got home today. Oh. And that's the whole story. I remembered just now that I wasn't even on our internet.
Well, did you remember, or was it Kim that reminded you?
Well, let's give the credit to Kim. Why not?
What a shock.
Right thing to do.
All right, so we'll go back to Tang. Mr. Chris Tang, go ahead, interview time with Jeffrey.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure what my first question was, but okay, I think the first question was, going into this series, were you planning to go to Jonas Cup, or did your plans change at all during between the time you started playing and like say now? And the other thing I was going to ask both of you, but let's let Jeff go first since now he has voice, was that during the course of the series of 99 games, did you start changing your play style, or did you feel yourself evolve your play style as the series went on?
Yeah, so the first question, I had not committed yet until it was probably week 6 or 7 that we committed to going to the Jonas Cup. So that's it. We didn't know for sure. Now we know for sure. And so it definitely was a good tune-up.
Okay.
Leading into that second question, which is this whole season has been such like a mental beatdown. I've pretty much reevaluated like pretty much every aspect of my game, trying to find wherever I could fix any leaks or whatever. And that's why I think you saw, like, I didn't do any push downs for the last 3 or 4 weeks, trying to see if I could get my 18 game better. Still never solved the 19 game at all, which Sharky has just about perfected, it looks like. So I'm still tinkering away and trying to find that magic formula.
That's good. That's good. That's what I wanted to hear. I've seen a lot of your new moves. They're amazing. And I've seen the YOLO play from 2016 come back, because for a while you were playing safer, but you're not doing that anymore. So I think if you could kind of combine those two together, the new moves with YOLO just enough to get your, your high score, your strong 18, and then to not top out on 19, and you'll be on your way to getting the kind of consistency that will match Sharky.
Well, nice. Hopefully you're commentating for me and you can keep reminding me.
Well, I'll be at Jonas Cup, so I'll be crossing my fingers to cheer you on, because I was kind of sad that one year you made gold bracket and you were on CT2 and I didn't get to commentate your game. So hopefully I'll get to make up for that this year.
I think we can arrange that there, Chris. No worries. Bidwell, what do you got for the Living Legend?
Take us through game 98. You got a transition of what, 660 was it? And you kind of it felt like you knew you were in a tournament situation and started taking less risks, but you kind of cruised to a max out in that game. Did you feel like did a thought cross your mind that you wanted to even press even further, or was it all just about getting that win and trying to apply the brakes just enough to coast that 1 million points?
Yeah, I it's so hard with this format because there's the records and the max outs and the high scores that you want to go for, but then you also are trying to just win the game. So it's really conflicting as you're going on, and even the things that you guys are saying commentating can maybe sway me one way or the other if you're trying to see something on either end, whether it's just coast or go for the big score. So I think on that one I did put the brakes on a little bit on 19 because it's been such a struggle for me this whole season. I really just wanted to finish that one out. So I did.
And one, just overall, you've been around the scene for almost 10 years now. That was 15 or 14 your first year, so this would be your 10th year.
14 was my first year.
So what's the feeling now in this game versus back then? I know you got kids now and you don't get the practice time to keep up, but you did improve by a 50,000 point average from last season to this season. So your game is improving, obviously, still. Maybe not up to keep up with Sharky, but it's the trajectory is still on the upswing. Do you still get enjoyment out of this, or what's your feeling of the game overall and your attitude toward it?
I think for me personally, I still get a lot of enjoyment about like trying to just improve the game, because I can see now, like, Sharky's kind of put the formula out there for what you need to be able to do to be a top DAS player. Like, if you can even watch the warm-ups and know, like, he's working on those quick taps, or he's working on 19-3, or obviously study the stacking. So the stacking on 19 is immaculate, so just kind of seeing that and watching him do that is, motivator to try to fix my game and keep getting better. And so I still have a lot of enjoyment left out of this. I don't know about Sharky, but I've got a lot of enjoyment left trying to improve. Overall, super excited to see the old guard versus the new guys at the upcoming tournament. I think it's going to be amazing, and we'll see just how the game has changed, I think, with those styles for maybe some of the old guys that have been playing a whole lot. And so we'll see that, what kind of that old style is, and then what the new guys bring. And I think the matchups are going to be fantastic.
I would certainly agree with that. Let me go back to Sharky for a second. I know Tang had asked a question about the evolution and how you're feeling about the game as a whole. So if you want to speak on that.
I think as far as changing my playstyle, the only thing that I changed was towards, towards the middle. Stopped playing or stopped ending my games and playing them out how I normally would. I think that'd be the only thing that changed. But even through the most, I want to say like the last month and a half, probably around Lone Star, is when I started realizing that the way that modern DAS has been pushed, I have to give my 18 a bit more attention, because now I feel like I'm no longer the only player that can reliably get maxes in comp with DAS. I mean, I do have like over 150 of them in comp with DAS, which kind of wild, but still it's like now I have to treat everyone with the same amount of respect. It's like, oh, I can be behind in 18 and come back on 19, and it doesn't need to be like that in every single case. Because I'm tired of having to do these comebacks, dude. I want to just lead all the way through. So many DAS tournaments, I'm having to come back from like 100K, 1,000 plus deficits, and it's just like, I mean, it's great practice for whenever those moments happen, but still, it's always like stressful and, you know, heart pounding as well as like adrenaline inducing.
Do you thrive on that? Because that 19 on game 99 was amazing.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
If you listen to my streams, I'm not playing like any lo-fi calm music. I'm playing a lot of like high energy music. Specifically on level 19, music energy is quite high, and people are like, I don't understand how you can play with this kind of music playing in the background and still focus.
Love it.
Well, most certainly you have proven that you're a contender at the Jonas Cup. I think a lot of people are very high on you. In your opinion, Sharky, obviously the goal is to win. What other contenders do you feel like are out there that would give you the hardest matchups if you're heading into the top 8, the semifinals, the finals, etc.? Like who's out there that you got to be looking out for?
Dog and Andy are the two that I'm most scared of. Like by far, Dog and Andy. Like I've scrimmaged with them. Dog getting a B99 on me, Andy getting a 1.2 on me in our scrimmages. Like the hell? No, I'm like, I would hope that they find each other on the other side of the bracket and they meet each other in the semi. So, you know, one of them takes each other out. And I'm just like on the other side with like Fractal, which Fractal's still scary, but like scrimmaging with Dog and Andy, like, you know, iron sharpens iron. So when you're scrimmaging with people of like high skill level, you're going to push each other. And so, yeah, I would like to avoid Dog and Andy at all costs until like the finals.
Well, I'm sure Jeff will agree with that. Jeffrey, out of the old guard that is coming, we got Alice Kerr, we got Ben Mullen, Terry Purcell, Rumor and Innuendo, Quaid will be coming, maybe a few others. Who are you looking to kind of outshine overall, or maybe get that matchup in the bracket that you really would like to have a crack at?
Well, I don't know if I've gotten to play Ben or Alex enough. That would be nice to meet up with them, have a match against those guys. But really, I'm not looking to beat anybody. I think it's just more of starting the farewell tour a little bit and just getting out there with the guys and having a good time.
Oh, you see, he says the farewell tour. Yeah, come on, man. We know that's not true. But there is rumor and innuendo that I got it from a good source. Bidwell knows that Svavar is kind of gunning for you. He'd like to get another shot at Jeffrey, so maybe that could be a bracket matchup that we would love to see. I know you guys have played before, and Svavar I think was on the winning end.
I don't know why he's gunning for me when he beat me already.
Well, he just knows that you're a lot better than back then. So he wants to try, and I also heard Sharky. He's looking for a chance at you. So watch out. Watch out. Svavar is top tier. You know, we saw him in Hartford, and he's still got it. He's still got it. Bidwell and I got to see it live. He can hold his own.
Yeah, there's a lot of really, really fun potential matchups to come, and I can't wait.
So for me, final question for both of you. Obviously, we're going to be participating in Jonas Cup. 90-minute qual, so 30 minutes less than what we've been doing at the World Championships. Shark, I'll start with you. Realistically, max out count for you to obtain, and then what do you think is probably going to be needed to get to top 16 to get a bye?
Realistically, I can attain anywhere from 4 to 6. I'd really would like 6 because that means 2 maxes every 30 minutes, which, you know, I accomplished that in my practice on Monday, so I was satisfied with that. I mean, maybe I cheated because I got back-for-back maxes. So, but and to qualify, if things change, I personally don't see it reaching like a max cutoff. I don't think that, and this is like no disrespect to the players, just like objectively speaking, there are a lot of players that are coming that I haven't seen play recently, DAS and in like a competitive sense or in a live environment. And so I can't say like with confidence, it's like, oh yeah, they definitely have the stacking to get a max, but being able to do it like in person at the thing is, a whole nother deal. So I want to say that the way that the current list looks like, I believe the cutoff can be like anywhere from 800 to like 870, somewhere around there. I don't think, unless like the list of who's attending changes drastically over the next couple of days, I don't think a max cutoff would happen yet. But I mean, I'm always open to be proven wrong.
Absolutely. Jeffrey, what's your goal going into the qualifying?
I would really love one max.
I mean, we could get 4 from you, right? If we don't curse you.
I mean, anything's possible, and that's what's fun about going into a DAS tournament is, you can have a great qual like Sharky's talking about. So you get 6 in 90 minutes one day, and then the next day you get 0. So I just think it's going to be a lot of fun, and there's going to be probably some surprises and good surprises, bad surprises, whatever it is. It's going to be DAS in the end of the day.
Indeed. So it's going to be a lot of fun there. Guys, I want to thank you for joining. It's been fun. The series is overall entertaining. It's the best one, right? Bidwell and I have said it. I'm sure Mr. Chris Tang will agree that this has been the best series. You guys have taken it to new heights, and you're making it harder for me. I got to figure out what to do next, right? We can't call up Ben Mullen to come play Sharky. That might be 98-1, and the one is because Sharky just giving the old man 1 just for funsies, right? So can't do that. So now we got to up it. But I want to thank you for guys for coming week in and week out. It is a grind. It's easy for me and Bidwell and Tang to come in and just commentate and just watch you guys. But it's another thing for you guys to sit there, grind it out, go toe to toe, and give us a show each and every week. And I really appreciate that. And thank you so much for participating. Hopefully, Sharky will see you next year to defend. Jeffrey, I got you on speed, Joe. We'll bring you out. We'll bring out mothballs once in a while to keep you ready, keep your game ready. You're not retiring, man. I don't hear that. I don't hear that bullcrap. You're not retiring. Come on, man. Mr. Chris Tang, I'll let you have the floor for the final words here. Anything else you'd like to talk to our heroes?
Man, there's just so much. I think I'm not sure what I want to say about this, but I was thinking about this whole matchup, and Jeff is really an icon in Tetris, probably because it started with the memes. And you remember that one CTWC year where they had the trailer with like the top 8, and more than half of the top 8 said that they got into Tetris because of the Boom Tetris for Jeff meme. And that entire timeline extended from that, ushered in the new generation of players. And now you've got this wave of interest in classic Tetris and these players that are so good now, Sharky being part of that wave, Sharky being inspired by the Joseph versus Jonas matchup back then. So you have a unique perspective. Jeff has a unique perspective on sort of like starting this revolution that led to all this stuff happening, and Sharky being part of that too. So I guess starting from back then to now, what would you guys, how do you guys feel about the new generation of players and how things have progressed from when people first started watching what we did with Classic Tetris to now that it's gotten worldwide attention with players like Blue Scooty now?
Well, I'll go first, Sharky, so you can answer second, because you're part of this group here that they just have the time and the dedication to study the game like it's never been done before, and resources are available that maybe the old guard didn't have, but these guys put in the time. They put in the time. They put in the reps. They put in the matches. They lost until they won, and then they kept winning, and they kept winning and getting better and better. So it's really leaps and bounds different from obviously my time in 2015, 16 to now. Totally different game, and obviously for me hard to keep up with, right? But still effort, and that's where I'll leave it into you now, Sharky, to give your perspective on it.
Well, I just want to stick this in. Big props and so much mad respect to you, Jeff, for sticking with it all these years. A decade of dedication to playing this game. The fans love you, and what you do is an inspiration. And the fact that you've come from the generation of the old guard and can still hang with the new guard. I'm thankful that we still have someone that can do that.
Oh, right on. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. And before I go, last thing too, I want to say thank you to Kingsman, you and Chris for coming in week in, week out, and Tang to you for providing the commentary tonight. Just amazing. You were selling yourself short, Kings. That the work you put in to put this all together and Bidwell to show up and do this is it's nothing short of amazing. So big thanks to all you guys, and Sharky, of course, too. Sharky, thanks for showing up. I know.
Well, thank you. All right, Sharky, go ahead.
Christine, do you mind asking the question again, just so I make sure I answer the points correctly?
We've come a long way, and Jeff has a unique perspective because he was involved in the memes that started this new generation. We had that 1 year where there was 8 players who more than half of them said that they got into classic Tetris because of the Boom Tetris for Jeff memes. And then you got into it because you're inspired by players like Joseph, who played Jonas. Joseph getting into Tetris because of the Boom Tetris for Jeff meme. So Jeff started this whole wave of this new generation of players. You are part of the new generation. Then there's new generations coming in now after you. From your perspective, how do you feel about where we started to where we are now that there's worldwide attention on our scene thanks to the new generation of players?
I think it's always nice as to go and look back at where we started, because yes, like Jeff mentioned, there isn't all the resources that we have, or maybe there wasn't too much of an incentive to like spend hours studying games. But the meme blowing up things, which got players like Joseph, and then me just seeing that game, the storytelling and how it just drew me in. Me as like an 18-year-old is like, oh, he's 16. Oh, well, I'm just like 2 years older. Maybe I can do something similar. And now, you go through, and now I guess I'm considered like a neo veteran, not like a veteran, but like a, newer kind of veteran, so to speak. I think it's interesting to see how, the neo veterans, and now you have this new generation. And with recent developments that have happened in the space, King and Bidwell know all about it. Who's to say that there might be, another influx of players that, continue to come in from Blue Scooty and Alex T, and then all these other things that happen. I think overall, it's just really inspiring to see everyone do kind of like their own thing. You have Dog, 2-time world champ. He does music. He's doing all these things, event organizing. You have Fractal, being more on the technical side, helping with like ROM hacks and things of that nature. Alex T being just the character that he is, Parmesan cheese and all. It's that I think it's just always really cool and fascinating to see how everyone fits into their own, kind of like their own part. It's like we're all just like this huge family, but we all have, our own little rooms, so to speak. And I know that I can say that I'm not entirely sure where I would be right now if it wasn't for Tetris. The amount of things that I've learned, not only, from playing the game, but able to incorporate in my life, like, using my voice for commentary. Well, I'm a professional voiceover artist. Hosting events. Well, I upped my graphics design game for the desire to have like the best graphics in the scene. All these things, that weren't a direct result of joining Tetris, but helped in the development of it, is something that, I just feel can't be understated. And I know there's plenty of players that are playing right now where, Tetris has impacted their life positively. And it's that kind of thing that you want to really reach out to people so then they can experience how positive this can impact. And I think that's why, honoring Jonas at the Jonas Cup, because he radiated that energy. You can always go to his stream, ask questions, and chill out. And that kind of environment is what we would like to, or I feel like needs to be shared with everyone.
Yeah, 1,000%. I'm totally in agreement. I've always been saying, any way you want to engage with our community is the right way. And people find their place, whether it's content creation, being a player, being a commentator. I remember we all kind of like do our thing and then we all inspire each other. Sharky, I remember we were one of the first people. You told me that you wanted to be a Tetris commentator, and that struck me because I had never heard anyone say that they wanted like an elevated commentary just by hearing you say that. And I knew I had to up my game because it was something that was respected now. I didn't have any idea or a concept of that being respected until you told me. So you've already impacted me in a positive way. So thank you for that, Sharky.
Well said there, Chris. I think we can take it away that the old regime, the old guard, the new guard, we found that balance in the middle that both can coexist in some form or fashion. And now with the Jonas Cup only 9 days away, technically here on the East Coast, 8 more days to go, so we're well past midnight. It's going to be something special. So again, for those of you watching or watching the VOD or watching live, I implore you, try to make it out there. You do not want to miss this. This is something of a historic moment, something that will have a lot of emotion behind it, and something that will lead us into the future of classic Tetris and be able to have all of us coexist where we can celebrate every single play style that we can imagine and really come together as a community as we do, not just once a year. Now we could do it twice a year in the States and, again, honor the greatest of all time at that. Gentlemen, again, thank you so much for joining. Again, Sharky, Jeff, thank you for playing all 99 games. You guys have been outstanding. To Mr. Bidwell, can't do it without you, man. You're the best. You're my partner in crime, and I'm looking forward to hanging out with you in just about a week. We get to do it all over again. And the legend himself, your first ever Lifetime Achievement Award winner. I can't wait to see you again next week, my friend. We will do it up big, and I know you will certainly continue to carry the torch and be that voice, that voice of classic Tetris that we need. And the booms are going to be lowered all over, man. I can't wait to hear them.
Looking forward to it. Giving boom Tetris to everyone.
Well, there you go. Friends, that's it. Best of 99, Season 4. It's a wrap. Thanks to all of them. Thanks to all of you, the viewers, for watching and hanging out. We'll do it again next year. Will Sharky be in the driver's seat, or will we get 2 new players? Or do I drag Jeff again because he's got nothing to do better all summer long? Kim rolling her eyes in the background. I already know it. Again, thank you so much. We're gonna head off. We're gonna go see the mayor of Classic Tetris. He's gonna take us to the mayor of Max Out City. He's gonna take us to Max Out City. There, we're getting all tongue twisted. We're gonna go check him out. I'll see all of you in a week from now. Will we see the mayor in a week from now? I don't know. He's a very mysterious man. I think it would be a shame if he doesn't come, but maybe he will. Only way to find out is to watch next weekend. We got Friday through Sunday. All the festivities kick off Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern. We also have the preview show that we're going to do this Friday. And we're going to have Sharky and some of the young guns that he mentioned, Dog, Andy, Blue Scooty, Fractal. They're all going to be participating in a huge event as we're going to look to kick the Matcherino off and get the prize pool going. Folks, thanks again. We're signing off. I'll see you next week. Ta-ta.